our moves, they copying still. What weapon will? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon will, watch how I show you my weapon will. Weapon will, watch how I show you my weapon will. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. BG, Jack move, Kids move, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a let go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, looking at what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, but step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon will? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon will, watch how I show you my weapon will. Weapon will, watch how I show you my weapon will. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no fire car, but you know I came with a tech, yeah. Since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on necks, yeah. Set them up, super soaker, pump action, wet them up. Shooting out the yeah, we catching up. We bout to gains, y'all are bark. Drop by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel, get the cash and grab the steel. Weapon wheel, out the window, extendo. Weapon wheel. Yeah. Hey, it's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridge in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core. 5 sales, what you bargain for? If you ain't go pull up, then what you bargain for? Broke the game and then I pull a jack move. Jazzy B's playing, you know it's real smooth. Alexander Wayne on the trench coat. Boulders to his feet, let's see if he can float. Spend the money, she gon' hit a C note. Gave a review, it was murder, she wrote. It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core.
Black coupe with the roof missing. Spitting wisdom like a tooth missing. Weapon will is not a euphemism. Hit the L once and now my fingers twitching. Trade the AR for the VR. That's my new mission. It's a different vision. Ain't no game of talk when I aim and charge. Should've known better. Get the gang involved.
It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core.
It's Kid Smooth, I'm the soul survivor. Best bot, no doubt about it. The outcast and outlasted the crumb side. Biggest and baddest. Ex-addict dweller, the dick puller, and the Uber driver. If that's slow, I'm a scuba diver. A neutralizer, a lyrical brutalizer.
It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby. In fucking years.
Nah, bruh. I just restarted my PC, right? And some weird shit happened. So every website, you know how you set everything to dark mode, right? Y'all do that, right?
Yeah, my life is in dark mode. I'm black. What
Okay.
about it?
Yep.
Yeah, I restarted my PC, and for some reason, like when I got back, it signed me out of everything. Like all the websites I be naturally signed into, it signed me out of everything. It sent everything back to bright mode. I'm like, bro, all I did was restart my PC and all this dumb shit happened.
You burned your retina?
Yeah, he definitely did.
Like, dog, I hate this PC shit sometimes. Just random dumb shit be happening. Chat, y'all can hear me. You can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me. Check. Testicles 1, testicles 2.
Let me check. One on the left, one on the right. There we go.
All right.
Boat smooth.
Smooth as eggs. Smooth as eggs.
You're doing that thing again.
Jack Move said he's taking a shit because he ate Burger King.
Not gonna
can
lie,
smell it.
I will be making a Coke float at some point in the show. So I'll probably
I want my guys to elevate above certain things at certain points in their life. Jack Move is like 38 and should not be eating Burger King anymore, bro.
Well, Jack also sits in the form of a paper clip every Sunday for 17 hours. So we got a couple things we gotta do.
My nigga, I don't remember the last time I've seen a Burger King.
I had Wendy's today, so I can't talk.
Wendy's is high class fast food, so that's okay.
And I be saying that their burgers
Never
are
had
good.
Wendy's.
You never had what?
Nah, fam.
Are you an American? Where you from?
No. I live in Amsterdam, bro.
This nigga's a communist, nigga.
Yeah. You know what? And now
A communist?
This nigga's a communist.
Yo.
How you never had Wendy's?
Hold on, BG, you ain't even peep it. He got a hoodie with the sleeves rolled up. That's how you know he's from Amsterdam. He don't care about no circulation. Look at that. Look at them forearms.
Let me turn my camera on and
Fire.
You gotta chop that wood, you know what I'm saying?
Pause. Are you sitting in a church right now? You got some pews behind you.
Nah, this is a bed I built myself.
Damn, y'all do be making your own woodworks in Amsterdam.
Wait,
That's
let me
fire.
see if
You
I can
built
show it.
You built a bed from scratch?
Yeah, so I have a studio apartment, so I tried to make more room. So the
Me
bed
too.
is basically, let's see, change back on.
Hello, you was on some
So the
God of
bed-
War 2018 shit? You went out and chopped some lumber?
So the bed has two like of these things underneath it with clothing in it and all kinds of storage.
Wow.
You got an engineering background or some woodwork background?
I'm an engineer, but I'm an engineer for Samsung, not for like.
See, is them engineers that be just wanting to build shit just to build shit. Like, yeah, I got my own custom bed and shit. Like that's them. I knew it.
No,
What type of engineer? I'm an engineer too.
No, you're not.
they call it engineer, but like in repair, I do repair for like Samsung stuff.
I applied for a Samsung job and they were all in fucking New Zealand and all them other countries. I was like,
What?
well,
New Zealand?
it was like all the other countries that weren't United States.
Engineers be
Damn.
making inventions
That's
like
there's a bunch of dumb people in the United States. You know how many recalls we would have if this was built in like the US?
I don't think we'd have recalls. Probably customer service would probably be a little bit better. What you think?
In the US?
Yeah.
No, the reason why customer service is bad because it's international is just the convenience, and that's why they like investing in AI and call centers and stuff like that. But as far as like engineering, nah, the US ain't built for that.
to answer your
LOL,
question.
I'm quite offended.
To answer your question, what's on Alex's head? That's a toupee, my guy. You call it toupee.
What's on my head? nigga? My hair?
Yeah, what's up with your hair?
That's
Yeah.
a toupee with a comb over. Okay.
Yo, why y'all be? So I wear my shit to the front. I'm a rock star emo boy. I let my shit park because I had a little hat on. Y'all don't
Looking like
that.
Jadena.
Yeah,
is that what it
he does. You look like Indian the
I'm
Jenna.
a classic
Jadena.
man.
I've never been serenaded by an Amsterdamian. Just call me cute. I'd rather y'all do that. I'm okay with that.
That's not it.
Is that cute?
You look like
I'll make you my baby.
you look like the DEI frat boy. You know how they always gotta let they always gotta they always gotta let like a black or Indian kid in the frat so they don't look completely racist. That's you.
Wow. Thank you for that assessment, BG. I'm glad that you hold me so high as another black man on your cast. It's all
I'm
black
just-
panel, right? Am I right?
I'm just letting
Alright.
you know. Yes.
You're right.
Well, thank you. Who's our guest today? What's your name, bro?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo?
Lie again. Watch what happened. Lie again.
Your name's
real name is
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo?
Your name's Lorenzo, but your alias is
Black Ninja.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what the fuck was that? Wait,
What?
Black
why?
Ninja.
Wait, what the fuck? Why
BG,
why
are
did
you
that get
okay?
did y'all hear that?
Hear what?
Vibration.
I heard the super chat being read out loud.
What?
That's fire. We've been needing to do that for a long time anyway.
But I didn't turn that on. Why is that doing that?
The individual hacked the system. We've been wanting this for a long time.
Bro, I heard that in my headphones unless I'm going skits.
BG, can we try that today? Can we read the chats out today? Let's try something new.
I do that every week.
Not for no. I'm talking about the automated voice.
I mean, if it's on, I wouldn't even know how to turn it off if it's on.
Fire. Keep that shit on. Let's do something different.
Oh my God.
Something new.
Somebody sent another super chat. I want to see if I hear it again.
Nigga, ain't nobody gonna fall for that. Somebody send me money. Oh my God. I figured this out.
Where's Jazzy too? I don't know. Well,
Jazzy's still boycotting your dumbass.
he's still mad at me.
He gonna sit like this again?
You need to, yeah. You need to text him.
Jazzy be looking at me like Anthony Mackie, bro. Look, he knows something that I don't. Be making me uncomfortable. Oh man. All right.
That's on bed with a loadout storage on the bottom. That's fire.
All right. Jack should get here soon. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 439. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. If you want to become a YouTube channel member, just hit the join button. That's appreciated. Also, just hit the like button. It's free. Support the show, algorithm, help the YouTube algorithm and all that good shit. Check out our Patreon. Like I said, After Dark, early access to Planet Xbox episodes, watch party when Last of Us Season 2 comes out, access to the Weapon Wheel Discord, my bi-weekly show, Facts for Fanboy, and a whole lot of content and shit, like trivia questions you can ask us that we answer during the show, gaming questions, all that fly shit. Shout out to all the Patreon supporters. Shout out to all the viewers. Y'all the real ones. Thank you for all your support. I'm BG. That's Lorenzo. AKA,
oh my God.
AKA, your guts is hurting, ain't they?
Yo.
Hey, what the
brother. I
This
can't
how we started it off?
Clip that up, Salon. Clip that up.
brother, you can't talk to me like that, brother.
You said you was taking a shit after eating Burger King. Your guts is
Man, them
hurting.
them chicken fries got to me, but I don't need you talking to me like that.
BG,
At the
ask him
same
how
time, you
guts
know?
doing is crazy. How your guts doing?
I don't know, man. Just made some boo-boo stew, BG. You want to play it better?
You
Stomach's
crazy,
killing
bro.
me, cuz.
A boo-boo stew.
You crazy. That's
He said, I'm about to make a Coke float too.
Man. Got that mad. What you be saying? I got that mad. Shit. Oh, man.
That boy Smooth got a cheetah print chair behind him. That's fire. I like that.
Is it cheetah print? No, oh, it's a blanket. Man, somebody.
Oh.
Nah.
He like, I ain't gay. Hold on, I ain't gay.
That's his nightgown. Stop, Brian Smooth. That's your nightgown, my nigga. You forgot to put it away.
That joint dainty as shit, Smooth. What you
He got
doing
a
with that?
cheetah. He got a cheetah print nightgown. Stop playing.
Nigga brought a shawl to the podcast. That's crazy.
Yeah, that nigga said, "Oh, this." Try to throw it away. Nah, we saw it.
This whole thing. Oh yeah, my wife always leaving her stuff around. No, that's his. I will stop lying.
Boy, got the Thelma Harper joint. That's crazy, brother. Fuck.
Yeah. As I was saying, I'm BG. That's Alex. That's Jack with the hurting guts. That's Smooth.
Hey, yo.
That's Jazzy. That's Lorenzo, aka Black Ninja. So hold on, your name is Black Ninja. Are you black?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just light skin black. You sure?
So I'm black and Chinese, and that's why I look Arab, apparently.
How many white people you know named Lorenzo, BG?
Lorenzo could be a biracial name.
Oh yeah, I forget you don't like the mixed breed. Hey Lorenzo, he gonna be he don't like you already.
Hold on, you're black and Chinese. I gotta figure this out. All right, who's the black one?
My mom.
Trying to get that dick size.
You a freak, Smooth.
No, because I'm trying to think. All right, because his name is Lorenzo, so I was like, so mom picked the name.
No, dad did.
What?
Y'all remember that movie Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas?
Yeah, Lorenzo Lamas. Yeah,
mm-hmm. That's why I'm named Lorenzo, because my dad used to be a biker. So.
Mm.
Okay. Wow. So your dad wasn't like, we need something with some jazz. He didn't say that when he was trying to name you. It was just dude.
Why you assuming Mama picked your name? What's that about, Smooth?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
You
say
didn't have any choice in your kids' names, huh?
no. I definitely had a choice. No, because my wife would have named them after like cities.
Like
they,
Brooklyn Steel Tree or like what? What's
Toronto.
like
Austin's
Paris
kids was
and
named
London
Junior,
and stuff like that.
Third,
Yeah.
and
I'm not another nigga named Jerry named my kids either. So if you didn't have any, nigga pulled up named Jerry. Like
My
what
name,
the fuck?
bro. I had no choice of my name. I was named.
hey, Jack, she was spinning on Larry's dick. Remember that?
This shit is crazy.
Yo, Alex and Lorenzo, y'all, do y'all feel like the need to like argue or debate over who actually has more black in them, or is like I don't know if that's a
No. That's
I let
a
it
good
speak for
question.
itself.
Oh, no,
Mm.
I was told today that I'm a DEI hire on this podcast. So I'm
Absolutely.
actually right now. But you know what?
Anyway.
Lorenzo kind of looks like what Blaze thinks he is. Does that make sense? Do
Yeah.
y'all get
Yes.
what I'm-
Hey,
Yes.
I got the fucked up nose too.
Wow. Oh, he plugged in. Okay, he plugged in. He know what's going on. All right. Dr. Blaze.
No, I fucks with Vincenzo.
Okay. You tapped in. I fought with it. Okay.
Vincenzo fire.
All right. All right, let's get started. So last week I updated everybody on where I was at with the Jack Move bet of I would beat 25 games this year. Last week I was at 0 games, right?
Yep.
I'm proud to update everyone that this week I am at 0 games. But I'm still winning this bet. I'm still winning this bet. That's the crazy part. So listen, this year is very backloaded. It's bottom heavy, like Jack Move. So I just got to wait for all the.
Bitchy, what you got going on today, man? What's happening?
So I just got to wait till the back end of the year, and then that's when I'm gonna beat all 25 games. So
That
Hey,
sounds
Jack, the
crazy.
crazy part is Rival's not even that good for it to be holding you up like this.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
You have
what?
games beat by now.
no, it's not rivals. There's no games, no good games have dropped yet.
Damn,
So-
bro. Me and BG got the same amount of games beat this year. That's crazy. I'm finna beat some game. I'm finna have at least, let me think. I'm gonna have at least about one game beat next month. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, what happened? Where's BG out on the bet?
0.
Zero games. 0 out of 25.
I'm still
Well,
waiting
it
on.
was on January 1st.
Yeah, January 1st, February 1st. Yeah, I'm still waiting for good games to come out.
Well, Avowed came out,
We gonna talk about it.
and Ninja Gaiden came out.
Well, Ninja Gaiden, I would. That's one game I would.
That's an easy.
No, I would.
Asking.
No, I would
Asking.
probably let. That's more of a remaster, and I said remasters don't really count.
He did say that.
Yeah, so I'm playing fair. You know, I said it didn't really count, so I was like, I'll still play it and probably beat that before the year ends, but I won't count it. All right.
Jack,
Yeah,
let's make a miniature bet, Jack.
What's
When
good,
he
brother?
get down to the wire, he gonna try to count them remasters towards this count. Let's
Oh,
make-
you know what's going on. He gonna look for leeway. He gonna look for grace. He gonna ask the chat. Chat, does this count? You sure this doesn't unfinished one? You sure that doesn't count? He gonna be on that type time, bro.
Jazzy, does your shirt say Pipe Squad? What does that say? Oh, that's
No.
a fucking Ape Escape. Never mind.
What does it
Yeah.
say?
Pipe Squad?
Peepo Saru? I don't know.
No,
No, pipe. Isn't piping like a sexual term?
no.
I don't know what that says. I don't know what
They're
it
called-
means.
What does it say? You like leaving us
It's called Peepo Saru because they're called Peepo monkeys in the English translation, but Saru means monkey in Japanese.
Where you get
Oh,
that kinky ass shirt from, Jazzy?
so
From Play Asia,
Wait. What does say? What does sorrow mean?
monkey.
monkey.
I'm gonna start calling
Sorry,
people
so-
on Discord that now.
Blanca sorrow. What's that mean?
Ain't that white monkey?
That would be black.
Hold on, so
Blind-
we're not calling.
Them different languages though, Smooth. Them different languages though.
Oh, which is which?
Yeah, you said block. I thought you were talking about Street Fighter.
I thought we was calling black people bonobos still, right? What's that thing that Call of Duty called us?
Bonobos?
Wasn't it
Oh
like
yeah. But... Nah,
Call
Blanca
it-
not no fucking black. What I'm talking about? I'm tripping.
Blanca's white, nigga.
Yeah. I'm tripping. I thought
All
Smooth
right.
was trying to be racist.
All right, topics. Let's see. Let me see what we got. Ain't too much going on this week, besides a few interviews. I gotta go feed my cats. I'm gonna do that in a minute.
You didn't think to do that before the podcast, bro?
You ain't think to take a shit before the podcast?
Nigga, my intestines didn't. I can't control how my body work, my guy. My body might.
No, I'm sorry, Jack. Eating Burger King in 2025 is nasty work, man.
I agree. I only like the chicken. I like the chicken fries, the regular, not the spicy chicken fries. I like the regular chicken fries, and I like a Whopper here and there. Other than that, smooth. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Nasty work. I agree. Absolutely.
All right.
Oh yeah, I heard BG talking about how Wendy's is a higher class fat. Are you stupid, BG?
Wendy's is definitely better than Burger King.
Wendy's is fucking trash.
You tripping?
Wendy's is the best. Like, only thing that clears Wendy's right now is like Chick-fil-A and shit like that. But.
Exactly.
Okay, y'all taste buds cooked. Okay, that's
there's tiers to this, and Wendy's is like, listen, it's fast food, but if you want to go to a classier establishment, Wendy's is up there.
Y'all taste buds is cooked, brothers. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
You just say Burger King. You cannot speak on Wendy quality right now.
Wendy's is nasty, bro. You know, the last time I had Wendy's, this is the point. This is the point I got to with Wendy's, right? If my food is actually cooked, I'd be like, damn, like they really on it today. Like they locked in. Like they actually cooked my nuggets. The motherfuckers ain't got a fucking soft hollow metal. I can finger that mother. I'm like, damn.
Now,
actual
this nigga still has the yellow Wendy's box encased in glass in his house. Don't let this nigga lie to you. He used to love Wendy's.
I did when they had the home style crunchy chicken tenders around 2002 time.
His eyes just got water.
When they had the sunroof and shit. Oh my god!
Jack always know the history and the archives of when restaurants be changing they ingredients and they menu. He always know that shit. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yellow
bro?
Wendy's, bro. I would, man.
Jack, when they had the bubble windows with the sweat beads
on it. Alex, come on, brother. Delicious, bro. Delicious, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Where we start? Start with failure. Remember that
Smooth? What? No, I thought you was going somewhere else, but never mind. Go ahead.
Remember that Funko Fusion game that was first shown at one of those shows?
Yeah. I actually got that.
Yeah, Smooth played that.
It was either like a PlayStation
was
showcase
a
or they said that it's a complete commercial and critical failure. Absolute failure.
As it should be.
They thought that the popularity of Funko Pops would make people want to buy a game, and Funko Pop's not even popular no more. You missed that train. You missed that. You missed that train, buddy. That was like, when were they at the apex?
Y'all seen that GameStop now? They got all wall of Funko Pops and no games. Y'all see that picture?
The last big surge of Funko Pops was during COVID. They was really popping in, but now.
Y'all.
Shmoo, you played the game, Shmoo. You ain't fuck with it.
Nah.
Damn.
Like, okay, this is like a waste of like effort, time. I didn't know where they were going with it. I thought it was gonna be a situation of like that every Funko Pop toy that exists, you would be able to like something like, because I have like a Tupac Funko Pop. And I thought I was gonna be able to use it, but they're not going that far. It's not like Skylanders yet. But
Anthony Mackie Funko Pop.
You want to put Tupac in Jurassic Park? That would have been far.
No, it's just not a good game. It's not a good game. It's like one of those, like, how like the average game you played on, like, I want to say the 64 was just trash outside of like your marquee titles. That's the era it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Well, rest in peace. All right. What else we got? Let's see. These God of War Greek remaster rumors are getting kind of hot. It seems to be like true. I don't know in what extent these are remasters or remakes. I would hope they would be more remakes. I don't know though. I don't know. It's getting a lot of traction. So, and I think Jeff Grubb. I know how some people feel about Jeff Grubb, but I think Jeff Grubb added to the sauce about these rumors and said that they were going to be announced soon, if I'm not mistaken. So, shout out Jeff Grubb. He's validating.
I got a
these
hot
rumors.
take about that.
Let's hear it, Jazz.
How about if instead of, because you said they're supposed to be remasters of like what the trilogy, God of War 1, 2, and 3.
I I think it includes even more, even the other ones.
Okay,
Like the
like the PS, like Vita games, like Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah, because
like
the
that.
anniversary of God of War is in March, and Jeff Grubb said that's when it's going to be announced. That's when he believes it's going to be announced. So,
do you think that will be the case, or do you think how likely it would be that it would, instead of those getting remastered, but it's just God of War 2018 getting remastered?
I heard that rumor too. I heard that rumor today.
Jazzy, why are you being an agent of chaos? Why you do this?
What?
You know what you're doing. You's trying to start shit.
Man, that's actually possible. Oh shit.
I mean, I'm just going based on the track record of some of these rumors coming true. That's all, BG. Because, they're not making a Bloodborne remaster anytime soon. It was rumored about Horizon Remastered, and that got rated by ESRB, so that turned to be true. And then Days Gone Remastered was rumored and then turned out to be true.
Why can you never stick to like anything positive? Like you just always divert to the negative. I'm starting to see what type of guy you are, Jazzy. I'm starting to see.
But why would you consider this negative news, though?
And then you put the Anthony Mackie smirk on every time you mention some bad shit. Like we don't know what you're doing. Like you coming from an innocent place. We onto your games.
Really not. I mean, if you interpret that as negative, BG, that's on you. I can't say anything that could change your mind.
All right.
All right. I mean, I just asked the question, like, how do you think? And you didn't answer my question. Then how likely you think that could be it?
It's not happening. That's what I say because I'm a positive thinker, and that's not gonna happen.
I got a quiz. I got a quiz for you guys. A quick quiz question. What was the shortest time span of a PlayStation remaster?
A year.
And what was it?
Last of Us came out less than a year.
Last of Us remastered?
Yeah, it came out less than a year.
I'm not sure, but I know it's a year.
All right. Yeah. What was the after that? What was the second one?
Probably like 2 years.
What was
God of War 2 came out. God of War 2 got remastered like 2 years after it came out. 2-3 years.
Was it Spider-Man remastered?
Yeah, Spider-Man remastered.
How long was that? How long was
that? That came out on the PS5 launch in the original
Spider-Man. Oh yeah, it got remastered.
Yeah, because it came out in 2018, but then it got remastered for the PS5.
That would probably be the second one. Then, yep, second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
They've been doing that. Wow, it's kind of crazy. Yes.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a Pokemon Presents on February 27th. Was this already announced?
Because they always... No, but it's like expected because they do it like every year because that's the anniversary date of like the franchise.
Are they announcing a new game?
Yeah, they usually announce like all the other multimedia stuff at that presentation because it's a worldwide brand. So you're going to see some of the mobile games being there. It's a guaranteed thing because it's coming out this year. Pokemon Legend Z is supposed to come out this year. And I think they probably got more games like to mention in that presentation. So I'm hoping like a spinoff of some sorts. Hopefully a new Mystery Dungeon game. But yeah.
We're not.
But then I think people are making a big deal of it because like Nintendo like retweeted it, but like all they've been doing is like just doing like a countdown for this one. And I think, I look forward to it. I'm not expecting anything because I don't know. I hope it's not Gen 5 black and white remakes because I don't think it needs it.
Yeah, I never played the previous Legends. What was it, Arceus?
Yes,
because I just want to stick to the main Pokemon games, but it's probably too soon for that, right? Is it? Probably shouldn't expect.
No,
that
I mean like, not really, because I think Game Freak is the one making the Legend series and the mainline series too. So this will probably come out first, but I wouldn't put it past them to even just already be at work for like the next mainline game, whether it be a remake of something or like the new generation.
Yeah, because I had to quit the last Pokemon game that came out when they had me rolling watermelons out in the field. I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. I don't know who the demo is. Y'all trying to sell this game to. I don't know what they was trying to tell me. Like, a mini game. Roll this watermelon out in the field, and I was like, huh? I know. I was like, yeah,
you know what they were trying to. You know what they were trying to tell you.
I was done then. I had to pack it up and leave. So I was like, I'll wait for the next Pokemon game when y'all don't got me doing dumbass mini games and shit. They weren't watermelons. Whatever the fuck they were. They were some type of fruit or object, and I didn't like the shit. I don't know what the fuck they were. All right. Another rumor. This is gaining traction also, that the next Rocksteady game is a single player game based on Batman Beyond. And the other part of that is that it's a PS5 exclusive. That's the other rumor about it. Now, the only reason I think that's like plausible that it could be a PS5 exclusive is because we know every time one of these companies really start to struggle, either like financially, like usually financially, they'll like make a deal with PlayStation. We've seen it with Capcom, with Street Fighter. We've seen it with Square Enix, with Final Fantasy. So anytime like and Rocksteady is coming off of one of their biggest flops ever, was Suicide Squad, and WB seems to be, fucked up overall as a publisher. So I'm not saying it's, oh yeah, I absolutely believe it's an exclusive, but I think it's plausible because it's not like they would be losing out on anything from keeping it off Xbox.
Wait, what's the last studio game that you feel like ran to Sony for saving?
Final Fantasy.
Okay, that's one.
And then before that, it was there was probably some in between, but they did it also with Street Fighter 5. And yeah, that's what they do. We don't want to fund this game completely by ourselves. We want to like mitigate some risk, so they'll cut a deal with Sony to make the game. And then when they're in a better place financially, then they just make everything. They make their next game most likely like multi-platform. So I think it's possible. I wouldn't bet on it that it's exclusive, but I just hope it's a Batman Beyond game. I don't give a fuck whether it's exclusive or not. And this is going to be Rocksteady's redemption story. I believe in them.
Is BG the only one excited for this?
Y'all hating, bro.
Do you want an actual Batman Beyond game, or you just like you want Rocksteady to still be successful?
I want a Batman Beyond game, and when this game, if it is a Batman Beyond, even if it's not a Batman Beyond game, let's just say it's just another Batman game in the Batman universe, they are going to redeem themselves, and all of you that doubted them, when it comes out and it's at the worst high 80s, maybe low 90s, all of y'all going to be like, man, you know what? I wrote them boys off and Rocksteady off. I thought they was trash. I thought it was over for them, but this Batman game fire. That's exactly what's going to happen. Quote me now. Hear me.
Hey, Black Ninja, you tapped into the community, yeah.
How am I?
Would you say that BG doesn't have a good track record of? I feel like anytime BG hypes a game up, it does terrible. The same way y'all think I got a multiplayer curse, I feel like every time BG puts all of his eggs in one basket on a game, it never goes well. I can't think of a game that performed well that BG was excited for.
That's why I need him not to be excited for anything Final Fantasy.
Am I tripping? Jack, Smooth? Do y'all feel like
you definitely cooking right now?
This is not true. This is not true at all.
BG, what is a game that you genuinely, the game that you like so much you didn't give a fuck about? Marvel Rivals. Like
Factions 2?
Factions 2? Like what game came out? I told y'all niggas this was gonna be lit. I can't think of a single game.
Anthem, the Division 2.
Y'all putting sauce on it. I did not hype Division 2. I did not hype Division 2.
Titanfall.
I feel like every time that
Titanfall 2. Okay.
Titanfall was fire.
It's still a flop though.
We talking about success. You can like it, but I'm saying when you get excited for a game, you have a radar for bullshit. And
there's plenty of games that I like and beat every year that are very successful.
It's February. You ain't beat a single game.
Ain't no good games out yet.
Okay. And
There's
the
plenty of
game you're
games.
excited for, you'll come out till 2029.
Yeah, I know, right? When is it? That was my question. When would this game even come out, BG? At the earliest.
Oh, so probably hear about it 2028, 2029.
He said the next decade.
You gonna be dead by then, bro. Like, what we doing?
I don't think any of the major games that were announced so far that came out in 2025, I think they've all been above 75 or better. So technically, all the major games that released have not been trash.
So they all decent, is what you're saying, at least.
Yeah.
They what BG been looking for, high 80s? Okay.
There's mad games that I hype up that are critically acclaimed and sell very well. I just have bad memory, and I would have to go back into my archives of games beat to know which ones.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my god, this nigga putting his print on. Yo, listen, you niggas gotta stop putting y'all print in the fucking camera, dog.
In the camera, nigga. I thought somebody knocked on my door.
Nah, bro.
bro.
And what is you wearing, bro?
They shorts. Nigga. Why are you always looking at my?
Nah,
them
nigga,
joints high as shit.
Yeah, dog.
Nigga, I'm sitting with my legs crossed like this.
This nigga got his like sister's bloomers on. What's good with you, bro?
Why you looking at Fat Pa? Why you looking at him, BG?
You a freak ass nigga, bro.
That joint look crazy. That's what you got going on over there, bro.
You just slapped your ass on camera last week. What are you talking about?
No idea what you're talking about.
Listen,
I got you.
Alex, you definitely be like walking with 1 foot over the fence, bro. We on to you, dog.
What does that even mean?
We on to you, bro. Don't even worry about it. We on to you.
What does that mean?
You got 1 foot over the fence, and we know.
If
Okay.
you got over fully, BG, what's going on with that?
I thought I heard a bang on the fucking door.
Hey, man, y'all need to chill.
That's
but
crazy.
I believe in Rocksteady, man. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for me to be right. Games take time to develop. So yeah, it's gonna be like 2028, 2029.
The last hit was 10 calendar years ago, BG. How do you feel about that?
See, here's the thing, y'all. I disagree with measuring the length of time.
Pause.
Since a developer's last success. I think we should measure it by how many games, not the length of time, because video games take a long time to make, right? So it's been one game since they've made a hit. If you think about it that way, that's not bad, rather than, 10 years since they made a hit. We have to measure in games released.
You want to cloud the, you don't want to put any context behind it, is what you're saying.
No, I just want to measure it by games released. How many games?
It's only been one game. See, which one sound better? See, you with that PR bullshit talk. Well, it's only been one game since our last hit. Oh, when the game come out? 10 years ago. Nigga, 10 years. Whoa. When you hear that, like, 10 years. What the fuck?
Because
BG,
games just take long to develop. So I think it's unfair.
How about this? How about we go off the last time we saw them? The last offering they gave us. Why we can't go by that?
I'm taking into account.
It don't look right. Exactly.
I'm taking into account Suicide Squad. They had one flop. They had one. We've talked about this. They had one flop. Okay, how many bangers does Rocksteady have? How many?
3.
How many complete failures do they have?
1.
I know math. Hey, listen.
I mean, if it was opposite day and they first complete failure was their first game and they had 3 straight bangers after that, you would have a point. But what we just, and then you got okay. Let me since you don't want to put no content, can I get a pie chart of how long the average employee stay at Rocksteady, the average developer? How many developers that worked on them first 3 games still work there? All this shit you got to take into account, BG. I think you're trying to sugarcoat it a little bit, good brother. You don't think so?
Hey man, I just want you to when the game comes out and it's a banger, I just want you to apologize to them folks over there.
I don't benefit from Rocksteady putting out bad games. I want to see them strive and be successful, my guy. You know what I mean? I want good games. That's all.
I'm more interested in how BG will pivot. I always love to see the excuse BG gives when it doesn't go his way. That's what I'm excited for.
Well, I never said it was going to be good. I said it was a possibility since they had such a rich IP and
or Jack. Well, look, you know the Darius. Me. I know math. Like, bro, we gonna see.
I'll own up to what I said, like I always do. I take accountability for anything I say on here.
Are we gonna get kicked off? Are we gonna get kicked off if we clip this up and play it in 10 years?
No.
Okay.
No, not
I
at
gotta
all.
ask. I gotta ask nowadays, nigga. You be sniping niggas up. Ain't that right, Jazzy?
Y'all gonna stop putting this on my jacket that I'm just a nigga that be getting niggas out of here like that. Like I don't know why y'all
Yeah, I
niggas
know,
gonna start
right?
believing it. Niggas gonna start believing I'm that guy.
Hey, Jack.
Y'all fucking stupid. Hey man, y'all crazy as hell.
Yikes.
Okay. What else? Let me see. Nintendo is discontinuing its gold point system on March 25th. Jazzy.
What did that do? What was
That sucks. All that essentially was
I'll be right
like
back. Gonna
kind
feed
of
my
like
cats.
when you buy like physical games or you buy games on the eShop, that's like their own currency that they give back to you. And you can use that like it's the same thing as PlayStation Stars points,
Okay.
to where you can use that as like currency to pay for like digital games, essentially.
What's the
And
point of
that's
getting rid
all
of it?
it only amounted to.
Did they give an explanation for why they're getting rid of it, or they just feel like people weren't utilizing it enough?
No, people are definitely using it because I've used it myself to like buy some like indie games for like, and those will come in handy because also if you buy physical games, you can like register that on their gold points program, and you basically get like 60 coins like throughout the web, depending on how much the price of that game was
Oh, y'all was using them too
at a
much. I'm
certain
about to get that
point.
shit out of there.
No, I don't think so because they are still keeping the platinum points, which you basically do if you do basic stuff like update, connect your Nintendo Switch online, or back up your save, stuff like that. But you can use those platinum points to get rewards like, profile pictures, or you can use them to get like My Nintendo rewards, which is basically a lesser version of like Club Nintendo used to be. But they're keeping those platinum points, so I don't know, because we're about to get into a new console and we still don't know like what that console is really going to do because we haven't seen that much of it. So it might be a situation for platinum points will basically replace what gold points are, but they just haven't said anything yet. But I'm not saying that's what it's going to be because again, we still don't know, so I'm not giving them like the benefit of the doubt because this closing like in March and we still don't know the release date of the Switch 2 is even going to be. So I wish they would have kept it around up until then, because for the next system release date at least, because they're going to go into their next system. But
That's so weird, bro. I
it
feel
blows.
like I know Jack identifies with it, bro.
I
You know what I
just
think is feeling rewarded for investing time and money to an ecosystem.
Oh, all right.
I think that's annoying, with the even Jack with his the PlayStation card. You said they kind of limited the access of what you could even pay for that stuff with, right? Or am I tripping?
They did. They
The only thing
rebranded.
you
They
can play on
rebranded it though.
PlayStation points is like what? For like $5 currency or whatever, and whatever those PlayStation Star trophies, which are literally like meaningless. I'll take $5 on PSN over than that.
I just hate when it feels like people try to demonize you for wanting to get some type of not even a cashback incentive, but like it's not even a sense of rewarding. It's a quid pro quo. Like if I'm investing money into your ecosystem and whatever, I feel like it's just like with a credit card. You get cashback bonus, or if you get points on a flight and shit.
Not even that, Alex. It's weird when people criticize you for doing what the like they literally made this reward system for a reason, and I'm utilizing it the way it's supposed to be used. I got the right to be upset if they alter it and it's not benefiting me at the end of the day. How am you gonna get mad at me? Like, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah. And I understand like I gotta mute. Hold on. I understand every company gonna have their metrics of if it go this way, we cutting that bitch off. If it go this way, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't know. I just get annoyed from the what the fuck did BG get back?
What you eat on, BG? What the deal? Pizza?
Just some homemade
Nigga, you
pizza.
supposed to feed the cats, not eat the food. Let me see.
I did.
Let me see what the pizza looking like. Go on,
What?
hold
Are
it
you
up
eating
for us.
Are you eating meow meow? Are you eating meow?
Now you murdered that John.
You ask him if he's eating meow mix.
Just some homemade.
That's homemade pizza. All right.
Yeah.
Nigga,
yeah,
that is a Tostino's pizza if I've ever seen one. Put that back in the camera.
Yeah, that was definitely a party.
Don't worry about what I'm eating.
They like a Tostino's party pizza.
That is a red berry pizza, bitch. I know what it
Anyway.
is.
I enjoy those thoroughly, by the way.
I think they just cut off all these reward programs because they realize they're losing money on them. I don't even think it's a lot of money they're losing. I think they just want all of it.
Yeah,
Greedy,
who told-
anti.
And it's only
Would you agree this is anti-consumer, Jazzy?
Mm.
literally yes. In a sense, yeah, it is.
Mm.
And I have no problem admitting that either. Because
Okay.
at the very least, because you'll still be able to like brand new games that hit like before this date, like Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. You can still get gold points before then, but it's just they only last up until about like a year that your points will expire after that date.
Damn.
So
Let me get rid
that's
of
why I'm saying I hope platinum points that you can still get actually take in place of that to like basically replace it because they're still keeping platinum points, but I don't know. I feel like they should have explained it a lot clearer and more because I know they're gonna have a direct like April 2nd, but it's like the cutoff is like March 26th before that, and we still don't know release date of the console. So I feel like it sucks because like those come in handy in clutch because I always buy physical games, and then you get points even if you buy digital games on top of that too. So it's like it's just something getting back when you're investing into that Nintendo ecosystem. So I feel like at the very least explain further, like, hey, there's something else like in the future, but they didn't even do that. So I know they're gonna keep hush until like probably April 2nd, but we'll just have to see where it goes from there at least.
I just
It
want
sucks.
to.
There's no way around it though.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to, well, not a shout out, a fuck you to Rystar because he's supposed to be the Yakuza fan. And Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii's. First of all, I hate, everybody knows I don't like this franchise. I hate the way they even title their fucking games. I like the way like Kendrick talks about Drake, that's the way I feel about some of these franchises. I feel that way about Yakuza, bro. I hate everything about this game, bro. The way
Every
they
title does
title
like a
the
soliloquy.
characters. I
Yeah.
hate it. So dumb and unnecessary. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. What the fuck type of title is that?
Don't Japanese people do shit like that though? Like some of them animes even be having names like that.
It's goofy. It's goofy behavior, bro.
Yeah.
Name your
part of the charm.
give your game a proper title. This bozo ass title.
Wow.
Because their name, Like a Dragon, that name because they changed it recently with like Yakuza 7, but that's Like a Dragon is the name that they used in Japan. So I guess they add Like a Dragon from now on ever since Like a Dragon 7 came out. Pretty much. But I get what you mean, BG, because it's like a Dragon, a Power Yakuza, whatever. But
Yeah, but
I don't think it's that big deal.
When they spun off the Like a Dragon name, that was supposed to be like reserved just for like that turn-based RPG one. You know what I mean? And that's how they would have other games be the classic, beat 'em up, and then the Like a Dragon series was going to be the turn-based RPG. To my understanding, I haven't played this pirate one, but I think it's like kind of a beat 'em up, right?
Are they all like?
Not the Like a Dragon series. Those are both have been RPGs.
Listen, I don't know what happens in these games. I be seeing a nigga. I be seeing a dude who's in the Yakuza walking around slapping niggas with chickens and doing pile drivers on the beach. I don't be understanding what the fuck is going on. It's some goofy. It look goofy to me.
Just Cause type shit.
Almost.
Well,
but
hey, they got Samoa Joe, so that's dope.
But I was saying fuck you to Rystar because he's supposed to be the Yakuza fan, right? And he said, I hit him up. He said, oh, I ain't even played the shit yet. I'm like, bruh, the shit came out like 2 days ago. By the way, so if somebody wants to come in and talk about the game for like 5 minutes, max, then I'll allow it.
We get hard at to sing again. Money man. I
don't think nobody else played it. By the way, it's a 79 on Metacritic. So whatever the fuck that means. It's an okay at best score. I can't wait till people turn on this franchise, and finally admit
I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
And yeah, I don't think so either.
I want them to finally admit that it's a bit overrated and it's milked.
Pause.
I mean, I feel like that's just you being a hater.
Does this franchise even sell well? I never heard y'all talk about.
Clearly they do, but they're making a lot of games for it.
No, I just think they're very profitable. I think they're cheap to make.
I think they're cheap to make, and they
they all look the same to me. They never look like they do anything.
It looks pretty much the same game to game, and they reuse a lot of shit. So I don't think it's like wildly profitable. I think they make enough to pay off the next game, make the next game. I don't think they're like making a whole bunch of money from each game. I don't think so.
Or maybe because it doesn't make like a bazillion millions of dollars to make, and they just like be still profitable to make so many entries of the series.
Yeah, I mean, I bet. Cheap ass bullshit.
Investors, one of them. Fuck.
So yeah, if anybody comes in, want to talk about it, send Jack a message because I can't check my Discord messages. Hit up Jack.
Join just join the Discord. I'll see it.
Yeah, or that maybe they
waiting room.
Join the waiting room. Yeah. All right. We can come back to that. I guess we can touch on Avowed now. Let me get out my feelings. I don't like the game. But that shouldn't be surprising. I've never really liked any Bethesda style, most Bethesda style, Western RPGs. So this is in line of those type of games like the Elder Scrolls, the Fallouts, and a few other games like that. And I don't know, like, not all Western RPGs. I feel like it's specifically Bethesda RPGs. The way they make their games, it makes me question everything. Right? But when I turn on and play a Bethesda like Western RPG, I be like, God damn, Japanese developers are shitting on you niggas. That's just all it makes me feel and believe. Like, y'all Japanese developers got y'all wiped down in the RPG category. They just do everything better than you motherfuckers. Everything. Like I'm talking about, like when I play one of their RPGs, I'm like, yo, why does the menu look like that? Why is the combat? Why is that animation? Why is the NPCs talk like that? Why does their face, like, I just question everything about it because I think my baseline for how an RPG should be is Japanese RPGs, and I just feel like their standard and their quality for everything is just so much higher. Like combat, animations, voice acting, I feel like the standard is just so much higher when it comes from a Japanese developer. So I just, when I play a Western one, specific, because there's Western ones that I enjoy that are non-Bethesda. I feel like Bethesda is just like kind of, it's so weird to me that like that's what they make their name off of. That's what they kind of make their name off of, and that's what they're popular for. But I feel like they kind of ass at it. I don't get the charm. I truly don't understand.
You hear this, Moo? Moo, you hear this?
It always, when I play their games, I'm like, yo, where, you know that meme of what's that meme from that fucking movie? Do you need some money?
Wow, Terrence Howard joint.
Yeah, the Terrence Howard when he was in, like, when I play their game, I'm like, yo, do you need some money, brother? That's how I feel when I play their games. I'm like, are you strapped for cash? Do you need a loan? Are times hard? That's honestly how I feel like when I play and look at their games. It looks like the shit is on a tough budget. I don't get it, bro.
Microsoft first party studio you talking about, right?
Listen, that's cool and all. That's cool and all. I just don't.
All right.
It ain't for me. I'm sorry. Like I said, I just think Japanese developers in the RPG sector just got y'all mopped up. They got y'all niggas looking bad out here. That's just how I feel. Like and listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't play it for that long. I might have played it for, I think I probably played it for an hour. And I'm just like,
you ain't get
no. It's just everything about it, like, just disgusts me. I'm not even lying to you. Everything about, like, how they make their games just doesn't, like, resonate with me right. It just, everything looks so, like, wrong. And like I said, my baseline are Japanese RPGs because I enjoy them more. I don't like all of them because, like I said, I do think Persona. Y'all know I don't like Persona, but I would enjoy Persona more than this. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel. But like, I be like it, like Avowed and their games still have like the skeleton and the bones of their games from like 15, 20 years ago, where I've been seeing like the Skyrim and the Avowed comparisons, and I haven't played enough of either game to like really comment on the comparisons of what's better and what's good, versus each other. But I feel like it's the same blueprint. It's the same schematic. I feel like it even probably moves the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like it. It feels like this game has not aged. Like you would think like there would be much more advancements from like Skyrim or something. And I'm not saying there's not, but when I look at a game dropping in 2025, I'm like, the voice acting shouldn't sound like that. The animations shouldn't look like that. They shouldn't be moving like that. It looks slow. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking. But the game looks like it needs a fucking loan. It looks like it needs a loan. Okay, what's one of those companies that like when you default on all your bills, they'll like
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like just when you can't pay none of your bills no more, they'll step in and like negotiate for you and be like, hey, we negotiated, you're gonna pay this much. It's just, I don't know, man.
AG Wentworth in this bitch. I need cash now.
I don't know, man. It's just, it's not for me. I can't do it. It's chapter 11 bankruptcy, credit help. It needs a credit repair. It needs a loan. But they need a loan on their games, bro. They need some money.
Smooth, talk to this nigga, please.
Put some cash behind this shit. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
The thing is like, I mean, if you prefer Japanese JRPGs versus Western RPGs, that's a different thing. Then you just don't like, Western RPGs. As far as like because you're commenting on things that are just, I think, is like asinine at this point, like menus and the way the world looks. This is one of the most beautiful games that's available out now with a full day and night cycle. Looks great in the evening, looks great in the morning. But Bethesda didn't do this. Obsidian did this, and they're pretty much considered like, Bethesda's like little brother that just does things like better than them. But in terms of like the acting, I think I disagree totally with the acting, because there's a good range of characters and quality voice acting in this game, as well as quality character development. But I mean, you ain't gonna realize that if you haven't stepped foot out of Dawnshore. Like, like that's just not going to happen. There's a lot of like quality characters in this game. But I knew that was gonna happen, because BG, like I said, you say you're gonna play all these games, 25 games and whatnot, and you're looking for the easiest excuse to get out of them.
I'm not. I wanted very badly to like this, but I can't connect with how these games play. I just can't, bro.
What game that you like that you would compare to Avowed that you actually liked in the past, though? That would make you want to play this?
Outer Worlds, maybe.
That's what I was about to say. I love the Outer Worlds. But it's weird because, like I said, I hate Fallout. I think Fallout is trash. I think Elder Scroll is trash. I feel like a lot of those games are trash. But like, there are very selective like Western RPGs that I enjoy. I just feel like these ones are not good. I'm sorry. Like, there's just so many like just little things about them that I absolutely despise and hate. Specifically the combat, because y'all know I'm a gameplay guy, and that's like the most important thing to me. And
you didn't even like it in third person?
No. Oh my God, it's worse in third person. It's worse because in first person, I feel like in first person hides a lot of this game's flaws. You go in third person, and now you see the character walking like. I'm like, this we still moving like this in games?
Like Lego pieces?
We still doing this? And like and the NPCs are still talking with their mouth moving, but the rest of their face is completely static. Like, we still doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. My standards just be too high for these games to be like this.
Hold up. You mad at real characters in the game, right? Talking, using their lips, right? But you mad at their faces stiff. But you would prefer a game that literally just have still shots and chat boxes underneath them for the dialogue. That's what Persona does.
What game you talking about, Smooth?
Name
Persona.
a game.
You talking about Persona?
They just bring two characters and you reading all through the dialogue.
Persona gameplay still better than this. I'm sorry, it is. It is like, bro.
That's crazy because you fell asleep on Persona 4 too.
Yeah, I did, and I'll still choose it. Like, bro, I don't like I feel like games like this have very bad, I guess what you would call combat feedback, right? Where I hit somebody with an axe, and what they do is like they just do a flinch. You be like this, and they're like, ugh. It's like, what? Like, I hate, like, Japanese developers just do a much better job at making you feel like you're doing damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually feel like you're making an impact. There's just something there the way they do it, rather than you hitting something with an axe 5 times with the same animation, and the character and the enemy is barely flinching. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get jiggy with that shit. It's always bothered me about
lack of talent. It's just a lack of talent.
It's always bothered me about Western RPGs, bro. Like, that's always, there's that level of jank that is just acceptable, that everybody says is just, you know, part of like the Western RPG charm. I've never found it charming. I find it very disturbing, and takes me completely out of the game. I can't like not see it. It bothers me. Listen, them. I'm not trying to be racist, but them Japs, nigga, they killing y'all niggas.
Them what?
They bodying these American fucking Western RPG makers.
I didn't know we was gonna get a World War II joke in here today, but
they are clapping you niggas.
Jack. I mean, not Jack. BG, you think it's something like culturally as far as their work? Or do you think are they not sufferers of corporatism to where even when something is not to par that they will halt or wait till it is? Because, you know, a lot of times shit be ass and the developers will say, bro, it wasn't ready, but they told us to push it out by this date. You think they just don't suffer from that?
I feel like the Japanese developers just have a greater attention to detail. Like, they don't like sweep shit under the rug typically. I'm not saying this is like 100% true, but they want their shit to look like a certain quality. And that's how they function. Like, Bethesda's reputation was that, yeah, we create these games that are kind of janky and buggy. And that remember, that's like their reputation. That's what was cool about them. That's what people, a Japanese developer is not going to embrace their personality being, oh, we kind of make janky, weird, quirky games. That's never going to be their identity. American fucking Western studios embrace that shit. Yeah. Our characters move weird, and it's kind of buggy, and it's janky, and you know, it's awkward, and it creates, like, no, that's never going to be a Japanese studio's identity. They're not doing that.
And throw them off the roof. They do that shit over there. Wow.
And that don't mean I like all Japanese RPGs, like I said, or all Japanese games, but I respect their attention to detail way more. Like, these Western RPG studios, they'll just ignore some shit. You know, we'll ignore that I don't know, the fucking character's arm is sticking through the fucking wall, or it's just this awkward dialogue, and it doesn't really mesh well, or it's just a whole lot of shit wrong in my mind that I just can't get past.
Fix it.
Yeah, but I'm ranting. Like I said, I'm somebody that only played the game for an hour. But in that hour, I just see so many things that I hate in games. I see so many things that just bother me. That's just so jarring. Not saying Japanese studios don't do it and they don't have flaws in their game. I just think typically there is more attention to detail and they have a higher standard. That's all.
Smooth, I'm scared. You think he's just stupid or what?
Great question.
I don't say he's stupid. I just think his thoughts is a bit flawed on some of these games, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a game that BG is describing that comes out and BG still won't get to it.
Okay. So he don't finish the job anyway, so he's not really worried about it type shit. Like,
all right, if y'all say so.
Smooth got you figured out.
But Ninja, you played Avowed. What's your thoughts? You've been playing it.
The game looks good. At least the environment does. The gameplay is kind of simple. Like the combat is simple, and like what you said, first person is the best in this case, because third person looks like you're playing the robot constantly. Skill wise, it's kind of boring. Enemies look kind of boring. To me, it's like a 6.5 to a 7. I don't know if any of you ever seen the anime Hell's Paradise. It reminds me of that.
What, episode 2 or 3?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god. By that you saying that the you see glimmers of excellence, but it's just they missed the mark, like it's like they dropped the ball type shit.
Yeah, like you can see the potential there to be like a 8.5, 9 game, but it doesn't feel like they followed through on it.
Yeah,
it's at an 80 on Metacritic, by the way. Just barely avoided dropping down to 79.
Smooth said it deserved a closer to a 90 is what Smooth said, correct?
Yeah.
So where's the disconnect coming from? I need to...
Yeah. All right, so the disconnect is a couple things, right?
The logo.
Obviously, there's always the Xbox taxes there, but there's some people who think all Western RPGs or all RPGs have to be the same. They all have to. You want everybody. There's some people who don't like the game because you can't be a complete dick, and it's not like a full blown RPG. Like they want to just punch random NPCs and steal and all that stuff. So they ding the game for that. There's other things, like the game has its flaws, no doubt. Like, you know, clearly there's patches and there's bugs and whatnot, but the game, it's like everybody wants the game to be something else, and you know, albeit, you know, some people are just coming off of like Kingdom Come 2, which is a very, very fleshed out like RPG, but I find games like that extremely boring. And what Avowed is just that's why it's so polarizing, because people who do like it, it's not as bloated as your typical RPG. You know, it's easy, it's accessible, right? So it is probably easier, it is pretty, and whatnot, and it's easier to get into. The lore is easier to understand. The people that don't like it are the people that's more so that's coming off of Skyrim, that wants a Skyrim killer, or somebody that wants to get like deep into the weeds of what The Witcher and what Cyberpunk and all that other stuff does, to get like super deep in the RPG element. The thing is the game is not deep enough, and so it's getting dinged because it's more of a simplify. I credit this game as being like, for somebody who
real quick, sorry, Jack, you can give Attic permissions.
Oh, Gaddick is in here. Okay,
oh, you finna get jumped now.
So going back to something Smooth said real quick. My ex BG, did he not like it because it's BG? Did you want the dick? And about
what?
That's what Smooth said, right?
The dick?
What? He said you can't be a dick in Avowed. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you can't be a dick. Like
yeah. What are you talking about, BG?
He's talking about being like an asshole.
Yeah, of course. What'd you think?
I didn't get far enough to be a dick or not.
Yo, okay, hey, brother, I don't know what you got going on this evening, but anyway, Addict's in here. I can't give him no rolls though, BG.
Why you can't? Well, I gave it to him. Why you can't give him no rolls? You got it.
I dragged him in.
Okay,
what's good, Addict?
What's up, Addict? Like I said, I don't like Western RPGs like that. So, and that's the reason, because that shit bothers me. So y'all gotta understand the where I'm working from. But go ahead, Addict.
So me and Smooth are a little indifferent with this particular game. I enjoy Avowed, but I do feel like the industry is blowing it a little bit out of proportion which is good for me in the long run because I enjoy Obsidian games, and I do feel like Avowed 2 is something that they can because there's a great foundation in Avowed. But like some people I'm seeing like saying it's the best Obsidian game ever made, and I'm like, that's cap. Like best RPG ever made, that's cap. Like
Smooth.
Oh no, I thought he was continuing. No, I was just saying like that's where the polarizing feeling comes from, is that it's not deep enough as an RPG. Like I said, this is a good game for people who don't like RPGs and they want to get into it. This is a good like introductory game. I will say that it's a perfect introductory game because I don't think there's an introductory RPG game that exists, and I think a game like Avowed and even like Outer Worlds are that. Play those before diving into one of them bloated, boring ass games that they got out there.
The problem with that is this is a studio that is known to making those type of games. So you can't get mad at the fans that generally play these type of games looking forward to Avowed to have that experience, and it's a watered down RPG.
I would say the generation of players that is buying this game aren't playing those games that Obsidian made before.
What?
Huh?
I think the generation of people buying this game or that would be attracted to this game aren't gamers that played Obsidian's initial games.
You mean like Fallout New Vegas? And like Outer Worlds and
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, you gotta think about the generation of gamers, like obviously are younger.
So what you're saying is they made a game for not their fans.
They made a game. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, they made a game that they specialize in these Western RPGs, but they made it for a crowd that's not familiar with their work.
Okay, so you win that. I ain't gonna argue with you on that. Like, here's the thing: I don't want that. I want Obsidian to make the games that I'm used to them making. And look, is this game a bad game? No, I don't necessarily.
What did they make like that you were so in love with that you were looking for pretty much a sequel to?
Name me some Obsidian.
So
games
here's the list of their games.
No, say nothing. No, say nothing yet. Smooth, name some.
He got. Turn the question around on me. Like,
no, name some games that they have made.
What game did they make before that you wanted Avowed to be like? The answer to.
I would have preferred something than what they got. Like, here's the thing: that this is such a casualized RPG. There's really they have the illusion of choice. There's really no choice in this game. No matter what do, is there some form of choice?
I'm playing a game completely different than what I played last time.
Okay, but you're playing the game different doesn't mean it's telling you a different story.
Yes, the choices, the main base of the story doesn't change, but the dynamic of the story does change. The main story, I
don't know about that one, Smooth.
Hold up. You said the dynamic of you pretty much just said the story changes, but the main story doesn't change. So what changes?
Jack, right? Let's say you have a goal. You have a goal to get a Mercedes-Benz, right? That's your goal, right? Okay. But your objectives to get to that Mercedes-Benz might be different any which way you play. Hey, you can work a 9 to 5, you can sell drugs, you can sell some dick, but you can still
you can sell what?
You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, though, right?
All right.
You did different.
You're
things
saying different routes to the same end.
Yeah.
But I think what Addict is saying is he used to playing the games where the goal might be to get a Mercedes-Benz, but at the end he driving the goddamn, a Toyota Corolla. Like he don't necessarily get to that end.
I like playing their games where the goal is to get the Mercedes-Benz, but I can choose to blow up the Mercedes-Benz instead of getting it. Like you want
to play crack?
Oh my God! It's okay. I'm going to keep going.
And to be fair, like doesn't Addict have more like experience with their RPGs and their games than you, Smooth?
Obsidian made the Outer Worlds, so I'm gonna name them, Smooth. I'm gonna name them because clearly you can't. So okay, then name them.
No. I asked you what game that you played from Obsidian that Avowed is supposed to eclipse. That's not the around to ask me the question. Name other game.
No, hold up, Smooth. Hold up. You can't come to me asking what sequel did they make that I want Avowed to be like when you can't tell me shit about their game.
No,
shit.
No, you can't do that. I literally asked you because you said you want Avowed is not the game that you're used to playing from Obsidian. So I said, okay, since you play Obsidian games, which games in their catalog that Avowed was supposed to eclipse? But you turn around and tell me to name all their games. Technically, I'm asking you to name their games and tell me which one to eclipse.
Avowed is one of the worst Obsidian games they've ever made.
No, it's not.
Damn. Okay. There we go.
No. Okay.
Tell you why that's that.
Then tell me games that they have made that's better. That's worse.
Jack, please back me up. Was my question to Addict a legit question?
No, hold up. You said, and just to clarify, you said, because I made the statement, and you're debunking the statement that it's not one of the worst games.
I'm gonna tell you where the disconnect coming from. Smooth is asking you what games did you feel like they differentiated from so much, but Addict point is you wouldn't know anyway. Is what Addict is saying because you don't know the game. That's what he's saying.
He's saying you're not that guy. That's what he's
pretty
saying.
much.
Give him the list.
The list. Oh, okay. Here's the list.
They made Knights of the Old Republic 2. They made Fallout New Vegas. They made South Park Stick of Truth. They made The Outer Worlds. Now Avowed. They made Pillars of Eternity. I know their games, Smooth.
I know their games too.
You know their games.
Yes, I know their games, but my thing of those games, which one is Avowed? Is what makes Avowed the worst? What was it supposed to eclipse?
It was supposed to be like they tell stories, where you have different variety of endings. You can make a decision, but there's actually this NPC you could do something with to completely bypass that person. You have to talk to them. They've always put stuff in their games that you don't necessarily. There is literally if you have a speech of 100 in Fallout New Vegas, you don't even have to fight the last boss.
There's no romance options in this, right?
No, there's none.
And from what I've heard, like the things that other people, the RPG enthusiasts, like in their RPGs, Smooth, they say this game lacks it or it's very surface level. That's what I've heard. It's a surface level RPG.
And I'm not saying that it's a bad game. It's just in terms of the games they've made, it's one of the worst.
No, it's not. Their worst game, to me, in my opinion, is fucking Pentiment.
I said one of the worst, not the worst.
Avowed is nowhere. No. Avowed is not one of their worst
and
games.
Pentiment is
is up there with the Outer Worlds, in my opinion.
Avowed,
no.
Yes, absolutely. It's just a fantasy world.
In my opinion, the Outer Worlds is better than Avowed. In my opinion, Fallout New Vegas is better than Avowed by a mile. In my opinion,
that crusty old ass game. No, it's not.
What's the enemy faction of Fallout New Vegas?
And Fallout New Vegas? I don't know. I tried to play a game that kept dropping.
We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going then.
So why? Why?
How are you going to tell me the game's bad? You can't tell me Caesar's Legion.
If I can't get through it, it's bad.
What are you fighting for in Fallout New Vegas? What's the whole objective of the game? You're fighting over something.
Wasteland. I don't know. Like what the fuck?
A dam. You're fighting over a dam. The whole game is about fighting over a dam.
Wasteland, then.
So you don't know what you're talking about.
What's the dam in the desert? No.
So
this dude had it crazy.
But Smooth, to be fair, like these are Bethesda and Obsidian fans that you're arguing against, and they have more experience. Like you admitted, like you just started playing like these type of games when they were bought by Xbox. When Xbox bought them, that's just when you started playing them.
Shout out to them.
But these people have been playing these games way before that. So don't they have like...
No, because their taste has deteriorated over the years.
Damn.
All right. I mean, I'm just saying they got more time in these games than you and more experience. They was playing these games before it was popular to do it because Xbox bought them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, Avowed, like for him to say Avowed is one of Obsidian's worst games is like that's just asinine, bro.
But my thing is,
Addict has that freaking Maddie syndrome right now. Like that's crazy.
Mr. Maddie Plow.
Man.
So
he shit on this too, didn't he?
My thing to you though is like, who are you to tell me that someone that has played these games thoroughly multiple times what is their worst and best game when you couldn't even name me Caesar's Legion. And I bet you if I hit you with some questions about Stars, the Old Republic 2, you wouldn't tell me anything about that either. So it's just like, that's where we disconnect because you can't. You have no right to tell me what their best or worst game is. Like,
Of the games that I played, I can tell you what their best and worst games are.
No, you cannot do that, Smooth.
Yes, I can. Because I played enough to determine. And and be out of world.
What's up? What's up?
Did you play South Park Stick of Truth?
Absolutely.
I did
Yeah,
too.
but I'm not.
Did you play South Park Stick of
I
Truth?
did. I beat it. And Outer Worlds.
People at the top. Did you guys play them?
Yeah.
Well, Alex, don't surprise me. Smooth, did you play South Park Stick of Truth?
No, I'm not a fan of South Park in general. So why would I play that game?
That game is fire.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of South Park.
That is a better game than Avowed.
It's a licensed fucking situation that has an established fan base already.
Hey, man.
It's not even comparable. I think honestly, it's cap, and people like I get it. People like to shit on video games. That's just the normal thing to do. It's the end thing. People like shitting on video games.
But Addict is clearly a fan of Obsidian, though. He's telling you the games you play.
He is not a fan of
What the fuck?
The only game I haven't played a lot. The only game I haven't played a lot is Pillars of Eternity. That's literally it.
This reminds me, I remember when Battlefield 2042 came out, and believe it or not, there were actually people defending Battlefield 2042, right? When it came out. And I remember asking them, what was your first Battlefield? And a lot of them got into Battlefield to Battlefield 5. I was like, oh yeah, you can't talk to me about what's good and bad Battlefield. You haven't played enough. I was like, yeah, you haven't played enough. So that's what Attic is saying. It's the same thing.
What if Smooth? Okay, so Smooth is on the side of the new gamers to their type of ordeal. Can we demonize them?
Smooth is saying it's
Go ahead.
And I never even said that Avowed's a bad game. Avowed's a good game. I enjoyed it. But when you compare it to its predecessors, it falls short. And that's just my opinion on it. And I'm telling Smooth he has no right to tell me because he didn't play their predecessors besides the Outer Worlds.
Now, GamingAddict, if he's
sentiment grounded. I also played what's the other game they have a bunch of games that
you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Before I'm not that guy, but I know good games.
Okay,
but we can't be mad at him if Smooth is the niggas that's supporting the game. I mean, even if the people that know their track record is like, it's not their best, you should still be happy that people like Smooth are trying to sing its praises.
But somebody in the chat did say like this is very similar to the Final Fantasy 16 situation where
I got jumped on this podcast over that game too.
Yeah, where newer people, the newer fans,
remember?
Yeah, the purists. The purists were like, "Oh, Final Fantasy 16 is lacking this, it's lacking that, it's lacking this," and the I guess the casual or the newer fans, were like, whatever.
Final Fantasy 16 is a nice action adventure game. It's a bad Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, it lacks a lot of the things that Final Fantasy has had in the past, which I understand people's complaint from that. So I mean, it is what it is.
But see. The one thing I will say about 16 and Avowed is they are more similar because Final Fantasy 16 is very flashy, very cinematic than previous Final Fantasy, maybe besides like Rebirth and Remake. And it's an easier game to get casual people that's never tried Final Fantasy to try that game because they don't have to worry about none of the extra stuff.
Yeah.
So games like Avowed, Smooth would pick up on more because he doesn't play like hardcore RPGs as much.
Yeah, it's for the Smooths of the world. That's respect.
Who's I didn't say that?
Sounds racist.
Smooth of the world is
the
crazy.
Smooths of the world. That's facts. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Don't make it sound like he like a subset of humans. Like he just like action RPGs. It's fire.
Yeah, I mean it's like how I hate Persona and I don't like their main line, but I platinumed Persona Tactica. Because they made that.
For that. Persona is an amazing franchise.
But they made Persona Tactica for a different audience, and I was that audience. It happens.
Never played.
It's already become a hashtag.
I didn't beat Tactica, but I played a bunch of it. I got on like the 3rd or 4th world.
I think I had like 150 hours in that shit.
They probably have the best soundtrack game right now.
And people, and I think part of Avowed's issue too is it's coming right behind Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and that's just a better game in general when it comes to RPGs. So like they're kind of getting overshadowed. I am glad that even though I'm disappointed with some of the directions they took this game, that people are liking it. It is finding an audience, because the worst case scenario is no one likes it, no one finds the audience, and we never get an Avowed 2. But I would say even though I didn't like some of the decisions, because people like Smooth like it, because there's a lot. It's not just Smooth. There's a lot of people. Jason Schreier said he liked it. Like
I've seen way more positive feedback about this game than negative. I've seen way more positive.
Yeah, so I'm glad on that perspective, because now, they can take Avowed's structure and build on it and make a second one.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is why you can't get so far behind with like the old school dudes. This is the reason why Halo's in a situation.
Old school dudes.
No, because the people that try to hold Halo back, right? You got a full blown of those fans, and then Bungie, not Bungie, but 343 didn't know how to take the feedback, so they kept trying to cater to those damn bastards, and they kept making a product that everyone couldn't get jiggy with. Like, you know what I mean? Halo, like I said, is a fine. Every version of Halo that have released has been, in my opinion, have been amazing. Bungie's Halos for its time were amazing. 343s and what they did and try to evolve Halo and try to make it modern, they did a terrific job. But you got those bastards who got nothing else to do but get old, holding the game back. But hey, what do I know? I wasn't there for the original one, but
wow.
But haven't I seen you make similar remarks to people that don't like live or criticize live to the EA live games?
So no, actually, because the thing about live is that my criticism to people is like everybody talks shit about it without actually playing it. They're too busy playing 2K. And yes, their ignorance has killed the franchise. We would have still had live if just half the people that walked away from 2K and just say, "Hey, I want an alternative basketball game," would have bought it. We still would have gotten it. So I blame consumers exclusively for live not being here today.
But my question to you then is like, where the hardcore fans that love these RPGs came from Fallout roots and Elder Scrolls roots. I remember playing like Morrowind and Oblivion. Like, who are you to tell us how we should have our games? Because we've been having these type of games for generations. So like,
my thing is, you have those games for generations. You had a healthy dose of them. You still get them, and they're as boring as ever, as they're always going to be, because they're not going to improve.
Smooth is saying the future is here, old man. Go home. That's what he's saying. He's saying fuck your old shit. He said he don't care about that old shit.
Smooth, like, if you don't like RPGs and it takes something like this to get you in them, why do you try them? Like, did you play Fallout 3?
Yes, actually, day one did.
Okay.
And you hated it.
Yes.
See, you hated it. Yeah. Salute.
I feel you.
All right. Well,
what?
That's our Avowed talk. Great job, guys.
Pick it up. It's a wonderful game, man. It's a wonderful.
I do recommend playing it. It is a fun game. Like I beat it twice. It's an enjoyable experience. But in terms of like things that I enjoy from Obsidian, from Bethesda, it falls short in a lot of areas. But I'm not going to sit here. I guess I'll save that fight for Planet Xbox. What's funny is people love when me and Smooth argue, but that's for sure. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Addict, brother.
All right.
That was a good conversation right there, man. Good conversation.
Great combo. This game called Mecha Break, I think it had a beta. It's on screen right now. I don't have anybody in here to talk about it. If somebody wants to jump in, the guest waiting room because you played it, let me know. I heard somebody in the Discord called this the Chinese Kirkland brand Armored Core. Something crazy. Said something crazy about this game. I've seen some positive things. Some people like it, and then I seen people slander it also, saying it's just some bullshit Chinese knockoff of Armored Core. I don't know what's truth. It looks a little cool to me, based on this gameplay I'm looking at. But if you played it in the Discord and you want to jump in here, let me know.
It's like a mobile game.
You know, it looked like
Next
Platinum made
topic,
it.
BG.
Oh damn, you doing that to Mecha Break? Damn, this look like
Yeah.
this might be something that goes to Switch 2. Y'all had a what's
I'm
that
not
other
interested.
what's that other mech game y'all
Gaming
had
Ex
on the
Machina?
Switch? Yeah, this look like it's something y'all would like.
No.
No,
No?
mech games are created equal. BG.
This nigga's nuts. All right,
Last
we
person
not,
said that, Jazzy. You know what happened to them, so be careful. Be careful.
all right, well,
Oh, who
no,
said that? Oh, I know you're talking.
A certain individual.
Wow.
well, no respect for Mecha Break. Maybe when it officially comes out, we can get somebody to talk about it. We'll see. A professional skater claimed that a new Tony Hawk game is coming out, like a remake of something. Anybody?
Need that.
That's
we
been
saw
like in the rumor mill too, because it was a teaser in a Call of Duty update. And then there's supposed to be some sort of presentation. I think March 4th. So
I'm telling you, if they already did 1 and 2, if they give me 3 or 4, I'm not coming outside the whole summer, nigga.
3 is the
Regardless
best
of what
one,
comes
in my opinion.
Excuse me, how long?
I played 3 and 4.
No,
I played a lot of
you
3.
talking about the maps, or you talking about the story and the characters? Like,
Oh, the maps.
okay, I'll give you that. Because I was about to say, did you not play Underground 2? Did you not play?
Oh yeah,
American
yeah,
Way?
yeah. I have that. I have
All right,
that.
4. Okay.
I think 4 was the
Nigga,
last one I played. I never played the Underground.
I
thing.
need this. I need this, bro. I couldn't get to the skate games. Did y'all like those? Session Skate? I didn't like Skate.
Never played them.
Nah.
I never
Never
was one of
played
those
them.
Never
niggas,
played
bro.
them.
Please save us, man. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 would be a love letter to gaming. That's what I need.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Christopher Barnett. This is the ex-Bungie developer who is suing Sony because he believes that they fired him so that they wouldn't have to pay him some crazy bonus or salary or something like that. Can't remember the exact details, but they fired him so they wouldn't have to pay him an exorbitant amount of money. They said they fired him because of inappropriate workplace behavior. And they've released some text messages. They hit him with this you. They released some text messages of him, saying inappropriate things to some I think it was mainly like female coworkers.
I hope it was mainly female. Did you see what he was typing?
Yeah, my Twitter is fucking up, so I'm trying to find it.
Can you read a few of them? I want you to put your BG flair on them. Like if you was trying, what you call them, spitting G? I want to hear how you would spit that G, BG.
One of the things he says, he texts a woman. He said, "I'm not hitting on you. I hope it doesn't feel like that. I'm married, but I can be honest. You are 0.001% and better be treated like that forever." Would that?
He's not even smooth.
This is a little bit too close to home right now. But yeah, that nigga. If you go look at a picture of what that nigga looks like, bro, and you couple those words with him, this nigga was saying shit like, "You should be praised. You should be worshipped. I hope your boyfriend doesn't mind me talking to you because I don't want to give him the right idea." Like I'm like, this nigga is on some Life is Strange ass script, nigga. Like this.
You made that nigga like Patrick Bateman, nigga.
That nigga was. Just go Google a picture of him. Just look at the image, stare at his face for about 40 seconds, and then go read what he was getting off. My question is, he tweeted and said that, it's going to come to the light and I'm going to clear my name. How do you clear your name with this? Unless the girls was going for it. So unless these women was like parlaying and going back and forth, that made you feel like you could have this back and forth because victim 4, they called them his victims. Mm-hmm. Victim 4 immediately like blocked them and didn't let him follow her and shit like that. Victim 1 and 2, he was asking them shit like, what's the thing you're most conscious about in your body? And then one was like, I'm like, there's no way he's just talking to himself. So it's either they was going for it and then they said, yeah, we about to get your ass, or the nigga really was like on some Black Bond DMs just talking to himself and girls are just like, you leave me alone. There was one girl where I think she worked there for like 5 weeks and a nigga got her number and was calling her drunk type shit. a new like low level entry level woman. Within a month, that nigga was on her bed. Was like, oh, I can't believe I'm in bed with you on the phone right now because it was on FaceTime. He was getting some nasty shit on.
It was like fresh meat.
Low key, I low key want to see what the girls look like.
Yeah. In one message, Barrett asked a female Bungie employee, "Are you still in your PJs?" and is it the button down top, and bottom sweatpants, Lululemons? Lululemons. Do you got the Lululemons on right now?
Yo, that nigga was wonking his willy while he was talking there, bro. He definitely was.
This man is doing some nasty work on here. Yeah, he said, "I can't believe I am lying in bed." Oh man,
I don't know how he could clear his name unless he got the part of the text messages was like, "Bitch, they was flirting back." I don't know.
I mean, yeah. If he can prove that it was welcomed and consensual, maybe. But it didn't seem like it. It literally said one of the chicks kept on hanging up on him.
Damn.
Even still, do y'all think that he would find another job elsewhere?
If he got talent.
Yeah, if you're talented enough, I
Bagging
think he would.
groceries.
Do you think would you consider this snitching?
By who?
What, the girls part?
On PlayStation's part, because they the one who posted it.
I mean, he lied on them. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
If you lie on me and say this dude fired me because they didn't want to pay me, and I'm like, no, actually, you a fucking creep at the workplace. Like, we have proof. Here you go. Like, I don't blame him for
that. Yeah, he might listen. And I don't want to kill a guy if all of this was, if he was just flirting with a whole bunch of chicks at the workplace and it was welcome. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Niggas be freaky in the workplace. Ain't nothing wrong being a freaky ass nigga as long as it's consensual. You could be a freaky ass nigga.
It's not just that. Bro, it's also, you can be freaky or whatever, but the moment there is a power dynamic, it doesn't matter if it's consensual. Like, you either have to disclose that to HR and they have to approve of this relationship depending on your company, but niggas be getting freaky with the same level niggas. You can't be my boss, manager, director, and be like on some, let me smell your feet. You know what I mean? You can't do that.
Gotta be consensual. And dudes be trying to like figure out if it's consensual by the freaky text message. You can't send the freaky text message first. You gotta lead up to it to see if it's consensual interest. You can't use the, you got them Lululemons on right now as nah, you can't. Come on, man.
You ain't ever just text her like, is it veiny? Like, you ain't even just start a convo off like that. You just always like try to fill out the room, PG.
Oh, well, he's also married.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. I try.
I mean, married talking like that.
That shit fire, bro. That's the fire dirty Mac. When you married and you start the combo of like, my fucking wife is pissing me off, but you have a great body.
Yeah, he was dirty Macking.
I had a homie like that. It didn't end well for him.
You didn't end well, bro.
Shout out to Dark Cloud, man.
It was definitely a lot of
what the fuck?
That's
goddamn
crazy.
Sony employees, boy.
Man, they can't turn the horny off, Jack.
They get them boys up out there, ain't they?
They can't turn the freak off. I don't know what's wrong with them.
It got to the point they not making enough games, so they just like, I guess I'll fuck everybody in the building. Like, it's nothing else to do. Like,
you think
there's literally nothing else to do.
You think
what? The only thing I can do right now is use his dick. So let me go ahead and do that.
I mean, shit.
You think he had a Sony shirt on while he was sending all these freaky ass messages? They love doing that shit.
Absolutely. He was probably rubbing a little Y on that joint. Like, yeah.
They love wearing a t-shirt while they do some freaky misconduct shit.
That's all with these
looking like Winnie the Pooh.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, you don't think they got the bottoms on? That's crazy.
That's how BG's looking right now. He has a t-shirt on right now.
Butt ass naked with a Sony shirt.
Hey, BG, no. Oh.
Hey yo.
Hey yo, get your dick out. Come on, man. Y'all got mad at me.
How you BG? How you gonna tell people to stop doing it and then you do it?
Yeah.
I have pajamas on and they ain't tight.
What's the pattern? What's the pattern?
Get your pussy out the.
It's hot sauce.
Was that a Coke bottle? What was that? Oh, Lips. Hot sauce.
I ain't never seen a nigga hook his arm under his leg. This shit is crazy.
He's done that before. It's hot sauce and what else? What those Lips are?
It's hot sauce and hearts on it.
What's the pattern on the back?
Hot sauce and hearts.
Don't.
This is it say juicy on the back, Alex. Then they got on what there should be saying. It say pink on the back of the motherfucker.
They got a bedazzled juicy on the booty.
I to get up and look too.
Y'all some freaky ass niggas.
Jack, you did this to the scene. You did this.
Really thought about
Y'all
it. That's
freaky.
fucking crazy. That nigga look back
on your ass, bro.
That nigga look back at it. That's fucking crazy, BG.
Y'all freaky ass niggas, man.
I don't think I got them on today. Hold on.
What the fuck is going on, man? Yo.
Let's talk about good old Shuhei Yoshida.
Oh my god.
Actually, no. Before that, Marvel Rivals. So there was layoffs that happened. They laid off like the U.S. team, like I think the whole U.S. team, and they said the layoffs were done to optimize development efficiency. Some PR bullshit. I love it though. Get your shit off. Mind you, the game is extreme. I love this game, as everybody knows. I got like 400 hours in it so far.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, I hit 400 hours this week, I think.
Thank God. Thank God for Marvel Rivals.
So the game passed 40 million players, not 400, 40 million players, and has 29 billion in net revenue. A lot of fucking money. And the game is one of those games where you could tell, like, great game, but it just didn't cost a lot to make. This game, the most expensive thing about this game is probably the licenses. From Disney and Marvel to use these characters. You know, there's a licensing fee. New season came out and all that, season 1.5. And they said this game was almost canceled because the CEO of NetEase didn't want to pay Disney the licensing fees. Would have been crazy because it's such a success. Yeah, so they laid off the US team and the game is massively successful. They said we don't need y'all no more. That's not the main development team. The main development team is Korea or somewhere. So they didn't need the US people no more. And they got rid of them, laid them off.
What you think about that, BG? What you think about that?
Bro, the game is running fine and I couldn't care less. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could not care less. They didn't need them no more. Whatever they needed the US team for apparently is not gonna affect the maintenance of the game, the future development of the game, it seems like. So they got rid of them. I mean,
how long ago did they do this? A couple weeks ago?
This week. I think it was this week.
Now I'm gonna let you know. The first day them servers go down, nigga, you know who they gonna blame, right? Y'all better have smooth sailing for the next 6 years for that game. If I was him, I'd try to sabotage that bitch. I'd put a little bug on that game.
I think
on my job.
I think it's just another sign. Don't get into game development. If you in college right now, bro, or going to college and you thinking like, oh, I want to become a game developer, don't, bro. You could work on a massively successful game and they'll get your ass out of here while the game is being a massive success. Why would you want to do this shit?
The niggas from Kenna, they are really in the movie. I wonder if that's why I wonder if Kenna was more so just like a project to show worth so that they go back into the cinema field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I ain't heard them working on nothing else, right?
No.
They said they didn't want to make another game. Didn't they say that?
Yeah, they said something came out, said they weren't necessarily, it was just something they wanted to do. They didn't necessarily want to get into like full game development. But
nigga, that was a proof of concept.
Hey man, I hope y'all land all y'all feet or, you know, thoughts and prayers and all that fly shit that the rest of these niggas be saying. I don't really care. I'm still enjoying the game. The Thing and Johnny Storm, Human Torch just came out. That update just came out with the new map, with the balance patch. I like the Thing sounds crazy. I like Benjamin Grimm. He's a good tank. Not a great solo tank. He's not meant to be a solo tank. You still need another tank with you or he's going to get like absolutely fucking destroyed. So, and I haven't played much of Human Torch though. I'm more of a tank. I mainly like use a bunch of tanks and healers. I'm not DPS isn't my favorite, but the way I play tank, I'm an amazing fucking tank, one of the best out here.
Do
I'm
these get visions in here? Or
I'm
what?
pretty much I pretty much be doing the DPS's job for them as tank anyway. So
Wow.
you know.
How are the voice acting? Are they as annoying as the other characters?
Oh, it's actually really good. The Thing's
What are his-
voice
what are his
acting and
three
voice lines was really good. It sounds like he sounds like if like a brick from New York could talk. that's what he sounds like. That sounds about right. Yeah,
What
like
does he sound
if literally a red brick just fell off a building and came alive, that nigga in New York, that's what you sound like. I
Hand
like
me
it.
my footage, yo. What the fuck, yo? That's
Yeah.
fire. Human Torch play like Iron Man. I ain't booted the game up since the update.
Pretty much like he kind of floats like him. He does a lot of area control. Good damage. You know, squishy.
Get your own swag, bro.
He's squishy though. Of course. Him, if you got like him and a bunch of other flying characters like Storm and Iron Man on one team, that could be very annoying. It's you just looking up all fucking game. Yeah, that could be a menace. Usually people ban Storm, so at least you usually don't get both of them. So, yeah, that's my rivals talk. To the people who got laid off, I don't know, my nigga. Sell a brick. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. Jack Move got some birds. So hand off to you.
No idea what you're talking about, good brother.
All right. Now, the Yoshida interview. So he sat down with Colin Moriarty, went on Sacred Symbols. I didn't watch the interview. I just have a whole bunch of the quotes that came from it. I'll probably watch it this week. But Jack, you'll be happy to know he has clarified the difference between first, second, and third party games. The shit that a whole bunch of niggas was trying to tell you don't exist.
I was told second party games weren't real.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
The people you talk to on Twitter are dickheads. They're bozos.
Yeah.
So he said first party, published and fully funded by Sony, usually owns the IP. Second party, published and partially funded, usually no IP ownership. And third party, as we know, published and fully funded by an external company. How do you feel, Jack?
I'm glad he actually came out and said this. And when I put it on Twitter, I was like, I thought these games didn't exist. And then, you had people, well, you left out the part where he includes games like Returnal and Helldivers 2 first party, which this is what's funny. Shuhei believes, and this is his definition, a game like Helldivers, which is a first party IP developed by a third party dev, is still considered a first party game. I'm not here to argue that. I'm really not. But if you talk to somebody like Sean Layden, who was on Whoop's podcast a few months ago, he said that he considered games like Ratchet and Clank before they acquired Insomniac a second party game. Now that's the same exact situation, a first party IP made by a third party developer at the time. So even Shuhei and Sean Layden got two definitions of what they consider second party games. Me personally, it is what it is. Either you don't consider it a second party game or you do. My whole point to begin any of this was that it's a thing. I wasn't necessarily, this is one, this is not. I was just saying second party things is a thing recognized in the gaming industry. All these companies got second party divisions. That's all I was saying to begin with. And people been arguing me ever since. I can't believe you think that's a real thing. You're a fucking idiot. Bro. Shuhei Yoshida have been on the internet talking about second party games. Sean Layden been on the internet. Gio Corsi was the head of second party games. If you still don't believe that's something that's discussed and known about in the game industry, I don't know what to tell you at this point. You just being willfully ignorant, I guess. But I'm glad he spoke on it. I am glad he spoke on it.
Yeah. All right.
Because he even brought up like Spider-Man even being second party because they didn't know Insomniac at the time. In
yeah,
that
they did.
Interview with Colin Moriarty.
They did not.
Because I watched some of it, but just not like everything that they went through. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. So like BG says it's gonna be uploaded soon.
I watched the first 20, 25 minutes of it. But you know, Shuhei, he did multiple interviews this week, and that's another part.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it, but he went on Kind of Funny Games. I think he went on VentureBeat, the website, and he got interviewed with Colin Moriarty. And he technically said something slightly different in all these interviews.
Yeah.
But it was still the same sticking point. It doesn't. I've been having arguments about that this week too.
Yeah. So he also said Jim Ryan, I think, and then I think, like you said, after he said this, he kind of clarified it. So he said Jim Ryan gave him an ultimatum to either take the head of Indies position or quit. What he clarified was, and it still sounded like an ultimatum in a way, was that he wanted the head of Indies job. But you may have wanted it, but I don't think you wanted to. You probably didn't want to step down from head of first party.
What I'm gonna say is no spoilers. Severance season 2, episode 2. Severance season 2, episode 2. So this is what he said originally. Let me go. I got the quote too. I got the direct quote. I believe it's from the VentureBeat article. I could be wrong about that. But it says, Yoshida moving from first party to indies. He said, well, I had no choice. When Jim asked me to do the indie job, the choice was to do that or lead a company. Now, he said that, like BG just said, he said that if you give somebody two choices, if BG say Jack move, Weapon Wheel is going to be every day going forward of the week, or you can leave right now and be done. But I don't want to lead a podcast, and I might end up doing it, and I might end up having fun. That don't mean I wasn't forced to do it still.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what happened. No choice, but he was still forced to. And then some people saying, well, technically Jim Ryan didn't fire him. The CEO of Sony fired him, and Jim Ryan. And also, if y'all don't know this position did not exist at PlayStation at first. The head of Indies was a new position they made specifically for Jim Ryan. So
Yoshida,
people say, oh, he got Jim Ryan, my bad. For Yoshida. So my thinking is this. And then when Colin Moriarty already asked him about this, he said, well, let me clarify. I wasn't being careful. I wasn't being careful in the other interview. And I did say also that I did like the job. I did want the job. So people thought him saying that he liked and wanted the job. To me, he asked for this job. Yeah, he did ask for this job after they offered to fire his motherfucking ass. So for me just looking at it and being able to read between the lines, he got demoted, bro. It's either one or two things. He got fired, and instead of firing him all together, they demoted him, or he just got demoted. And if you remember, Sean Layden, when Shuhei Yoshida got moved to another position, and Sean Layden left that same day, or it was like that same, I think it was the same announcement, right? So I'm thinking they gave both of them that they both said both of y'all are either fired or we're gonna make new positions for y'all. We're gonna move y'all. And Yoshida said, I want to get moved somewhere. And Sean Layden said, I'm gonna holler at y'all. And he left. The same. Come on, people. What we talking about? I think they offered. Sean Layden said, I'm gonna take the fire. I'm gonna walk away. I'm walking away. That's what we gonna do it the nice way. So it ain't technically a firing on his record, but we see what happened, bro.
Because we ever hear about a new person that's the head of Indies or no?
No, that was they're probably not gonna backfill that. That's probably just gonna. He's probably gonna be the first and last person to hold that title.
Damn.
It's kind of like I remember when I was one of my jobs, right, where we had like really tight deadlines that came down, and there was like overtime ain't mandatory, right? We can't force you to do it, but that's the only way we gonna get the job done. So it's like they kind of telling you got to work overtime. We can't force you to, but hey, that's the only way the work gonna get done by the deadline. So it's mandatory, but not mandatory. It's kind of one of those. He also spoke on the whole live service game initiative. This is another thing where he's kind of like mincing words and shit like that, right? He said that Sony didn't force PlayStation Studios to create live service games. It's something.
Quote what he said.
You have the quote?
Yeah, read it out, Jess.
Yeah, because I actually watched the Colin Moriarty because he has it exclusive to Patreon, so like a lot of outlets didn't really clarify like the context of what was being used. So when he uploads it like later on this week, you can go back and like fact check me on this too. So when Colin asked about the allocation of resources when it pertains to games as a service, because he brought up Last of Us Online, he brought up that Ben Studios game got canceled, and then Bluepoint making that God of War game that also got canceled. And Shuhei pretty much said, like, from my experience, he said that studios see the company has a big initiative. Riding on that initiative gives you a better chance of getting approved and supported. Studios want to make dream games, but oftentimes they have multiple ideas that they can pursue. And they pretty much what he's basically telling you is like whenever the company makes an initiative, the developers kind of like follow suit to say, okay, if he does it, they have a chance of it getting approved. But he didn't say like that's definitely what it was. Like they weren't being forced. All he said was like some of the studio's ideas might have been chosen from that instead of Herman or whoever telling them to make it a games as a service. So it could be like a mutual. That's what he said, like verbatim.
They were
So people are taking that
incentivized.
quote as like, yeah,
Yeah.
but not like because like he said, he had nothing to do with the decision of the game as a service initiative, and he said that right before he made that statement. So people are trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, they weren't. Well, at least I won't say it because it's not his position. He said that Herman Hulse would have the answer for that. He would give like an actual answer, but he wouldn't even know himself because he's just implying that it might be a possibility. So it's not like a definitive, like yeah, they weren't. But people like MBG, Zubitech, Next Gen Hunter, they were running that to the hills on Twitter to say, oh yeah, nobody forced them to do it. But PlayStation is the publisher. So they're pretty much going to dictate like pretty much what these developers do because they give them like the funding and distribution and stuff like that.
Jack, you don't
But
believe
yeah.
this man at all.
No, my thing is this. Cause Shuhei, he was like, this the quote MBG was running with some shit like Shuhei was like, well, Herman Hulse he ain't going to every studio and like demanding they make a games as a service. Like you just said, it's like the overtime situation. He might not be doing that specifically, but they know what's going on. And then he also said what Jazzy said. They know it's an initiative going on. My thing is this, bro. And people playing semantics with this shit. Cause I said, this is the way I word. I'm like, it's just ironic to me that 12 first-party studios is all of a sudden making 12 live service games simultaneously. And like, bro, they don't even make and a majority of these studios has no history with games as a service or multiplayer games in general. That's just a crazy coincidence, I guess, right? And then people came to me like, well, technically that's not true because they acquired 3 or 4 of the studios and stuff like MLB The Show and Helldivers are existing IPs, and I'm like, bro, is this what's true or not? They have 12 first-party studios that's either highly associated with PlayStation or that they acquired, making them a first-party studio, making 12 games of the service at one time. Yes or no? Oh, well, yeah, that's true, but you're saying something different. No, I'm not, dickhead. You're playing semantics, bro. And it's crazy, right? Because every time these guys online, they're using Shuhei words against him. If you notice anybody that's trying to bend these words, they're trying to do that to take blame off people like Jim Ryan. They're trying to take blame off people like Herman Hulse, whilst placing blame on people like Shuhei Yoshida and people like Sean Layden, people that have departed the company. If you notice that. They're trying to use these words to vilify them. And it's crazy, right, Jazzy? So PlayStation ain't got no control to green light none of these games, even though they're funding all these games. But they also have the power to come out and cancel and delay any of them that they want to. So that's crazy how that works, right? It's all semantics at the end of the day. My thing is this. They were mandated to do it. I don't know who mandated them, whether it be Jim Ryan or Sean Layden. And no, Jim Ryan or Herman Hulse. And I'm sure you're gonna get to this too. And Shuhei did green light some of these games beforehand. So I think I personally think all 4 of them are not innocent in this situation. Shuhei Yoshida's not an angel. None of these guys are angels, but it's just crazy to me that y'all trying to place blame on anybody but current employees. Jim Ryan had a lot to do with this, and Herman Hulse definitely got a lot to do with this. It wasn't all of them, but it was definitely, they had something to do with it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because these are the same people that keep telling like no or whatever, but then they will argue that, Lego forced them to make that Lego Horizon game, even though it's been confirmed that Lego approached Sony to get
Bro,
approved.
anytime a PlayStation product it becomes a multi-platform or go to another platform, it's always an excuse, and it's never when they did. Oh yeah, Guerrilla Games had nothing to do with that. They didn't even know what was happening, even though you got people that work at Guerrilla Games tweeting out, I approached PlayStation with this idea. I used to work at Nintendo second party, and we're publishing a first party PlayStation game on Nintendo. You got people that work. Matter of fact, the only people that has ever spoke on Lego Horizon are people that work at Guerrilla Games. I've never heard any of these other so-called devs that so respond. I've never seen a single one of them speak about this game. Only people that work at the Guerrilla Games. And then Guerrilla Games came out themselves and said, we wanted to do this. As a matter of fact, we want to put Aloy in Super Smash Brothers. But Jazzy, they still ain't got nothing to do with it. They still none the wiser. Bro, it is what it is. I'm not upset about it, but just acknowledge where the fuck the information is coming from. They looking at y'all in y'all face and say, we wanted to do this. We asked to do this. We happy we did this. We want to do more. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Damn. Hey,
Even though like PlayStation is the publisher, because PlayStation, they literally advertise this game, and plus they've already put it in Nintendo Direct and Summer Game Fest Jeff Keighley show when they revealed it. So people know what they're doing. They're just trying to
I just don't get
their way out of like this situation.
Bro, it's all semantics, bro. It is what it is. Ain't nobody upset. We just saying it is what it is. Like people making all these other excuses. I even seen J-Dub doing it. J-Dub's my fucking guy. He been on Twitter fighting heavy. He been like, so let me get this straight. He said, what he said? He was like, Sean Layden is the one that made the games go to PC, and Shuhei was originally the one that greenlit Concord and all these other games and servers. What did Jim Ryan do that was so bad again? Like, come on, fam. Come on, bro. You know Jim Ryan was...
Ryan.
Come on, bro. Stop this shit, bro. Now, bro, matter of fact, the MBG quote came. I know I'm all over the place. The first response was, so I guess we all owe Jim Ryan an apology now. Bitch, where?
What?
Bitch, are you crazy? These people crazy as hell, bro. Crazy as fuck.
You see what other quotes was there. He said Last of Us Online Factions was great. Played it. Of course, early version of it, but he said what he played was great, which I'm not shocked by that. And if people usually trust Shuhei's, his taste in games and his taste in what's good, even though nobody at PlayStation seems to be an expert in multiplayer, I believe that. I don't think because the blueprint of it was, we played factions. We played the first factions. So the doubt was never that. The question was never like, oh, is this actually going to be good? I was very confident it was good. The Naughty Dog realizing, I still find it insane that the reason it's canceled is because Naughty Dog realized that they would have had to continue to support this game and pretty much become a live service studio if they made it. Like,
that's a lie, bro. That's my problem, bro. That's a lie, bro.
You don't believe that's what it is? So what is it? Because that's crazy. No, I don't know how y'all wouldn't know that.
My thing is this, and I've seen you allude to this, I've alluded to this, and many others as well. If you already got the frame of the fucking game developed, Sony got so many employees, it's a lot of devs that ain't doing shit. They just sitting on their hands. Why not? Here's a crazy idea. Make the frame of the game, the shell of the game, let Naughty Dog do that, and then closely work with other employees that you got to maintain the fucking servers and work on new content. What the fuck was the issue? Bro, do you know how many devs they got that could have made that? And matter of fact, all these 12 failed games that they made and never coming out, you don't think putting 3 or 4 of them teams on a game that would have been a proven success would have been a better idea? Hey, y'all 3-4 teams is making bullshit. Come over here, work closely with a few people at Naughty Dog multiplayer situation, and y'all finish this fucking game and get it up and running. This is the cash cow right here. I don't understand, bro, I don't get it. Now, instead, y'all all splinter up in separate teams. Y'all go make Fair Games look like some bullshit. Y'all go make Marathon look like some bullshit. Y'all go make fucking Concord look like some bullshit. Y'all go make a Twisted Metal game we ain't gonna never see. Y'all go make God of War and we ain't gonna never see. Who the fuck thought this was Jim Ryan thought this shit was a good idea. I'm gonna give y'all the answer, man, since y'all want to play dumb and stupid. Jim Ryan thought this shit was a good idea, bro. That's who did. Now we ain't getting nothing. We went from possibly getting one of the greatest experience we could have got from a multiplayer standpoint, that being Factions 2, to not getting a single fucking thing. We got 2 weeks. We got 12 days of Concord. That's what we got. At the end of the day, Sony spent probably close to, I don't know. Are they? I don't even want to say how many billions they spent over in years of manpower, and that only thing that amounted to was 12 days of Concord. We think about that. Think about that, bro. You know, it's like in the NBA when they show like the results of like the Paul George trade, and oh yeah, this pick turned out to be this person. This pick turned out to be this person. All the talk we've been doing for the past 4 years, all the speculation, all the Jeff Keighley announcements, Neil Druckmann on stage, all that shit amounted to was 12 days of Concord. Was it worth it? I don't think it was personally. Maybe y'all do.
Yeah,
and they shut down the studio.
It's just still annoying because I know that game would have been really fucking good. I know Factions would have been really fucking good. It would have been I think it would have been an absolute success. Would have been a great multiplayer game. And yeah, that's what I would bet anything on it.
You know what's crazy, BG? It didn't even have to be good. That's the crazy, but I know it would probably be. It didn't even have to be good. It still would have made them millions of fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas gonna buy it just because I would have played the shit if it were bad. Just because it Last of Us. Y'all know how I would have been, bro. What are we talking about? It ain't have to be all that, bro. We still would have been playing it.
Yeah.
Now we ain't playing shit.
Yeah, we already had the proof of concept, and we played the proof of concept for like 8 years with with only like 1 or 2 content updates, and we played that for 8 years. So imagine if this was a live service game that continually gets supported, man. What we missed out on. But anyway, I got Marvel Rivals instead. It's not the same, but it's something that I still love. So, you know.
Oh, you got some more quotes? Okay.
Yeah, he said that Sony Japan Studios closed because the AA market disappeared.
It did.
Yeah, because he said that that with the director of like Gravity Rush, they said like that team when he left, because like the studio, they were trying to push the studio to be a bigger, like a AAA studio. And that lines up because the director himself even said that after he left.
Yeah,
when
they
he talked about like Slitherhead. So basically, like, because he was given like other concepts to Sony after Gravity Rush 2, but like they turned it down. But this isn't the first example that we've seen of that, because I know that Wild Arms successor on Kickstarter, Sony turned them down, called Arm Fantasia, and then we have another like Patapon Kickstarter successor called
Yeah.
Ratatan. And Shuhei even said like that would get turned down by Sony. So it's just like PlayStation is pretty much just making it to where they want like AAA games, and they're not trying to deal with like the AA market. Even though Astrobot is literally filling that void of a AA game. But it's just not something that the company wants to do anymore. Even though they're making a Gravity Rush movie, which doesn't make sense, but it is what it is.
AA gaming, the death of AA game, which I agree with that sentiment. It's directly correlating to the problem we have in the gaming industry today. Like the fact that there's no AA games, it only give you 2 extremes. You got to be a big budgeted AAA movie type game, PlayStation, or you got to be a dog shit cell phone taco truck indie game, right? And most people that like one don't like the other. But I felt like AA gaming was a nice mixture of both, bro. Like that's, bro. I just don't understand, bro. I really don't, bro. And I know a lot of AA type Sony games that make them a lot of money back in the day. Shuhei got a historic quote, you know what I mean, or a real when he was like, Sony might make 10, 11 games and only one of them make money, but that one game that made money was able to fund the other 10 or 11. And that's when we used to get the little quirky AA titles, but they've abandoned that recently. Really. The past 2 generations, they definitely have. And, they kind of use indie games. Last generation, they bolstered up indie games a little bit, but they've even stopped doing that. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know,
It's more important than ever to, I know people like to make fun of, support the games. I don't say support the devs. I say support the games, right? I don't really give a fuck about the developers. The games themselves is what I support. People like to make fun of that, but that really is the best way to keep a franchise alive and to get sequels. That's the best way.
It depends. It depends.
It's not 100%, guaranteed, but that's the best way, and that's why, and that's what I care about. And because they're not into they're not doing that charity shit no more, which, like you said, we're fine if 10 of the games we give y'all don't really sell and one of them do.
I don't give a fuck about that no
and
more,
so
man.
Once again, y'all gotta support the games y'all really want. Listen, the games that I really like, I be buying multiple copies of them shits. Y'all know how I feel about Dead Space, and like I had to accept Dead Space's failure. And we won't get another remake.
They didn't even buy that.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
I bought 3 copies of Dead Space. That's how bad I wanted the shit to succeed and to make sure that I got a Dead Space 2 remake. And I do that. I don't do that with every game, but the ones that I absolutely love, that I'm like, I support it multiple times. Because I really be wanting it to keep it alive. I do what I can to keep the games I love alive. But because they're not into that charity no more. A lot of these publishers ain't for that no more. They trying to get bangers. They trying to get bangers, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. They're trying to make that 10 million sold like on the first week or like just in the first month, but like your game is gonna sell like that over time, not just like first. Because the only space for AA games out of the 3 consoles is Nintendo. Because they usually keep a variety of like games like around for their IPs, so it's not just like Mario and Zelda or whatever.
Right.
And I think they might do that, but I feel like the AA scene is not coming back even with Astrobot because they've already identified themselves. Well, they're kind of like basically been like chasing trends. That's why they're going hard for the games as service, and it backfired on them with like most of them getting canceled. So
it's just gonna
we'll probably see later down the future.
It's just gonna be tiers for AAA. It's gonna be like the super expensive AAA shit and the low end AAA shit. Everything is gonna be like either indie or AAA, and it's just gonna be levels to AAA. That's what it's gonna be.
But then on the back end, because most games are getting like more expensive over time, so that's also going to be a big factor in that too.
Yeah, so they also brought up From Software, and they talked about PlayStation's relationship with From Software early on, and he said that From Software didn't want to work with Sony because of how they treated Demon Souls, and Demon Souls was an exclusive that launched with the PlayStation. I think it might not. Was it launch? I can't remember.
It came out like 09, dude.
Okay, so maybe not launched, but like maybe a year or 2 after, something like that. The remake launched with PS5. And you had a lot of people on Twitter talking about, like kind of doing that Monday morning quarterback shit where, oh man, see, Sony should have treated them better. I'm like, nobody really would have. Y'all got to remember what Demon Souls was. Demon Souls was extremely niche. Nobody gave a fuck about Demon Souls when it came out. The Souls genre didn't start to take off really until like after Dark Souls 2 came out. So Demon Souls, nobody gave a fuck about. Dark Souls, people still never gave a fuck about. It was really Dark Souls 2 that people started to pay more attention to it. So Demon Souls didn't sell shit. Nobody gave a fuck about it. It was extremely niche. Like people couldn't even adjust that. The genre was just so jarring for people. It's very different now. Like people it doesn't have this veil of like, this veil that people are afraid of anymore. This mysterious, like difficulty veil that people avoid now. Now people embrace it, as y'all see, with all their recent games and fucking Elden Ring selling like 30 million. Before, nobody wanted to touch the shit. People were terrified of these Souls games early on. So I can't necessarily blame PlayStation and Sony when the game really seemed like an absolute flop that wasn't going nowhere. I'm not mad at them for that. I mean, I don't know what exactly he meant by how they probably like didn't like really respect the game because it wasn't really something that gamers were interested in like that. I don't really blame them for that. Nobody saw the Souls genre getting this popular. Nobody.
They might didn't want to give them the IP ownership either. Like you saying though, it's all revisionist, bro. Like that was a brand new genre. It was a brand new IP. Like didn't nobody know what that shit was gonna turn out to be? And perfect proof. Elden Ring outsold every single Souls games combined. Like we not finna act like this just been no fucking. It's a niche genre, bro. It just is. Like it's getting popularity now, but shit, what Elden Ring came out 2 years ago, a year and a half. Like, bro, this ain't been. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a niche genre. At the end
It's
of the
just
day.
one of those things where like the series, like their games, like get more momentum over time.
Yeah, it's gaining popularity.
Yeah, because people just had to get past that, that fear of the game's difficulty and its lack of accessibility. Once people like, oh, people just didn't understand how the game worked, the mechanics, the formula. Like when people first play a Souls game and they die and they keep dying, initially people thought like, oh, I'm bad at this. No, that's just part of the game. And once people realize like, oh, you die, you kill enemies, you level up, you die, you kill it, you figure it out, it's trial and error. Once people realize like, oh, that's just part of the game. Because before that, yeah, like us that grew up playing Super Nintendo games and shit like that, there were games where we knew there was difficulty and we died a lot. But the Souls games had like this crushing difficulty where you just getting like demolished by some big motherfucker, and you're like that takes like 50 hits to take down, and you're like, bro, how is this possible? This is not doable. But once people figured it out, that's when it started to change. So I don't blame him for that. Nobody saw this popularity coming.
Nope.
Yeah. What else?
You see the quote about how Helldivers 2 was supposed to be a launch game for the PS5?
No, I didn't see that. Really?
Yeah, Helldivers 2 was supposed to be a launch title for the PS5. Of course, Shuhei, he greenlit that game. And I know you got the shit in there about Concord, him greenlighting that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I'm guessing that's because they said that Helldivers 2 kind of got like soft rebooted because they need to change some shit. I guess that's why it wasn't a launch title, I'm gonna guess.
I guess so.
That was probably it. And yeah, he greenlit Concord and all that shit. We know how that turned out. He spoke on PC games. The only quote I have is that he said that PC games is like printing money. Putting their games on PC is like printing money. And he says this about, I realize he says this about everything, but he says, this is another way to fund new games. He said that about remakes and remasters also. He says that about everything.
Yeah, that's a PR talk coming out.
But I do believe him when he says like there's really no downside to putting like games on PC as far as the money, because it's one of the things that I said, like people be looking at like the Steam charts and like, oh, this PlayStation game went to PC and only sold 15,000 copies. And I'm like, that's not necessarily great, but it probably didn't cost nothing to put the game on PC. So everything you make is a surplus. It's like if I live stream on Twitch and I just upload my Twitch streams to YouTube, and even if it gets like 100 views, I didn't lose anything. I only gained. So just porting these games, preparing them for PC, having Nixes do it. Yeah, it's not free. It's not like it has no cost, but it's nowhere near the cost of like making a new game. And that's always been my thing. Like to me, it doesn't really matter how much these games sell on PC because it's selling enough that they're making a profit from it.
I don't think we could truly extrapolate the data from this situation until they start doing games day and date. We'll never know the full impact that it has on console sales or console game sales until they're both available day one on different platforms. And when they do that, first few releases, then we can say, okay, yeah. Now, if they do that and we don't see no difference, it's still selling the 3 to 5 million on PlayStation in the first 3 days, and it's doing whatever it do on PC, I'll be like, damn, I was wrong. It really doesn't fucking matter. At that point, it won't matter. But until we see that, I can't really.
I don't know if this is true because I didn't actually see this quote reported, but I saw some people on Twitter saying that he said that games on PlayStation would not go day and date. Did he actually say that?
I
Then, like,
didn't see that quote. I didn't see that quote.
I didn't
I
see that
don't
quote
remember
either.
that.
He said
Maybe
something
not.
about like they'll continue to do this. He think they'll continue to do the staggered releases, and that's what people are running with.
Okay, because my thing is like, even if he said that, my nigga, you don't work there no more.
Yeah, he was the head of Indies. He ain't calling
That's
no
not his
shots.
call.
Yeah, like
Yeah, definitely not.
what if new dude decide like, nah, we doing that shit, like, so
Oh, fuck.
Yoshida wouldn't know, like, so I wouldn't take his word for it no more since he don't work there no more.
I forgot a quote, man, that he said on Colin Moriarty shit about when him and Sean Layden got fucking fired or demoted. He mentioned how when Jim Ryan was over global sales and marketing, he used to always have to run shit by them, like mainly by them, and they used to always like turn down a lot of shit he requested.
Oh,
yeah, he was like, because they was friends, he didn't think too much of it. But when he got the opportunity, he replaced them with like a younger generation of people.
oh, you think he got that get back? It was a little get back.
I feel like it was, bro. Because why mention it? He was like, yeah, me and Sean Lake used to turn down a lot of his requests and shit, and like, you know what I mean? We was friends, but shit,
So
not enough apparently.
So
shit.
Jim Ryan, Mike Jones. Oh, okay.
He was like, I remember that. Yeah, I remember all them fucking the requests y'all turned down. Man, I got something for y'all boys, man. Stay right there.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, this is the same guy that like went to London Studios a couple of days before they got excommunicated after that cookie.
They took a picture with him, gave him cookies, and fired they motherfucking. Then he started. Wasn't he the one bragging about what type of? No, I think that was somebody else bragging about what type of cars they had and all that shit. That boy Jim Ryan crazy, bro.
Who did that? Wasn't that head of Bobby? Not Bobby. No, it wasn't Bobby Kotick. It was
one of them dudes.
Some dude that work at Bungie.
Yeah, I think
it was
so,
a Bungie.
yeah.
It was a Bungie guy.
No, that dude was crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch this interview this week. See if we missed out on anything. But Shuhei giving it up. It's a little bit weird because I'm like, he's doing these different interviews and like staggering information in each one. I'm like, why didn't you say that before? I'm like, maybe they didn't ask him, but
He
I
probably
don't know.
got like some NDA or some type of contract where he can't say certain things after he leaves.
But he just saying to people.
I don't know, man. I just don't like how certain people are interpreting the shit he says. I mean, he's saying it, and the people. That's nothing. I respond to this quote he say, and then I respond to this quote he say. And then, oh, Jack, you agree with him when it benefits your narrative, but when it doesn't, you think he's lying. That's not what I said. Like, I think all the quotes that I've responded to, I felt like he's worded them in a polite way. Shuhei Yoshida has never struck me as a mean guy or somebody that want to stir up trouble or get nobody in trouble. As a matter of fact, even him, like I say, y'all be trying to take the blame off people that still work there. If you notice the way he even worded his responses, he's not trying to throw shade on nobody that still work at PlayStation.
Yeah, he ain't hating.
If anything, he putting blame on himself for a lot of this shit. So I just think he cleaning it up a little bit, and he's still in the game. And this is a telltale sign. I was talking about this on my live stream. Whenever you retire from an industry, but you still want to work in that industry, that's not a good sign, bro. Whatever company you're retiring from, that's not a good sign, bro. That means whatever that was going on at that company is hindering you from doing what you really want to do. That's what that means. And when I look at it, would y'all disagree with that, or would y'all agree with that?
Usually,
I don't think that's a good sign.
Because he's not retiring from gaming industry in general. He's just leaving PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying, though, Jazzy. If he really was truly wanted to leave, now if he left gaming industry and just retired, I'd be like, all right, yeah, he done game with the gaming shit. He still want to make and work with games and be. Well, he said he want to be like an indie advisor or like advisor to smaller companies on like games and shit. Bro, he could have did that at PlayStation. He don't want to fucking work at PlayStation no more. It's clear. Like, why? I don't know, but it is what it is.
Shout out to Shuhei, man. Let me read some super chats. Read all of them, actually. Roy, bring back all WWP Discord crash outs.
Ooh-wee. Where's my guy? What's my boy name, bro? Jay. What was the name?
Oh, the nigga that got drunk or high or... Oh, I know you're
Dope
talking
is
about.
J. Dope is J. Where my guy at? Bro?
I haven't
Dope
heard-
is J.
And he said, I don't know where he's been, man.
I haven't heard from him since that time, bro, where he just like was
Yeah.
high or drunk or some shit and
Yeah,
was not
Discord
making
made him
sense.
crash out one day, man. He ain't been back since, bro. That was my guy, bro. We had
He
our
dis-
differences, man, but
He
was a good guy,
disappeared.
bro.
He disappeared from the earth. Oh no.
Hey, that nigga was
Sharing
funny.
his soul with Dark Cloud.
you never know at this rate, man. Shit, you never know.
Cobb Sanity. Jack got the case of the mud butt. Also, BG, are you going to have any ex-dev interviews this year? I don't know.
Great question.
I don't know. My life has been quite busy recently. Whenever life frees me up, I can look into some doing some interviews with some people I want to talk to. You know. Rufflemutt. J2 Cents has declared that's what you mean, has declared the PS5 Pro king at the moment. Really? I haven't watched a J2 Cent video in a long time. It's a PC dude.
I'm getting him mixed up with somebody. J2 said he ain't the one with the long hair, right?
No,
He got
it's the
long hair?
No, that's
white guy. PC dude.
You mean the long haired dude that looks like Jesus?
Yeah. His name J2.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
his name is Steve.
No, I'm thinking about somebody else. I'm thinking about somebody
Gamers
else.
Nexus.
Did I
No,
tell
I'm
you, like,
thinking about somebody else.
the pictures you see of Jesus ain't what Jesus actually looked like, man. That's just somebody's imagination. Why?
You know, because I watched this dude. He on LolCow. I don't know if y'all know about LolCow. He on LolCow, the gaming podcast. His name is Jay as well, but his assistant is named some cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, some shit. I'm like, that's why I'm thinking that's who they was talking about. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
y'all talking about somebody different.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Vic Fanfare. Question for you guys. If you want a date with a girl and she says she's not into video games, but you tell her video games is your favorite hobby, she asks you to show her what kind of games you play. What game do you show her? It's a good question. What game do
That's
you
easy.
show her for somebody who doesn't like games, for a woman who
That's
doesn't like
easy.
games?
All women love. I would show her either The Sims. I would show her what's that fucking game?
But you don't play those.
Stardew Valley.
No, I show her, but I'm showing her games she might like. It ain't even get mad if I like it. You got to get her into the hobby. It don't really matter if you really like the game.
I'm showing her something I'm playing.
No, I'm showing her The Sims. I'm showing her Dead by Daylight. I'm showing her shit like Until Dawn, shit like that. She'll fuck with it.
I will show her a story-driven game because they can, even though they may not understand, like they may not be into gaming, they can follow the story and they'll be into it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta show them some shit like that.
I'll show her The Last of Us.
I would show off like some shit like those Telltale's games in Life is Strange and shit.
Actually,
like that. I think
I'm actually gonna show her either a story-driven game or something that we could play together.
Yeah, like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a woman that don't like The Sims though? I've never seen a woman that don't like.
My wife got more hours in The Sims than I got in all of video gaming.
That's what I'm saying. All women. That's like a universal game. All women love, bro. It's The Sims, bro.
It's because they have control over everything.
Yeah.
Hey, you said it, not me. You see what's going on?
All right. Let me see. Joel Ilaraza. Question for the panel, especially BG and Jack. Only pick one. The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, or God of War 2018 and Ragnarok.
Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Oh, you're talking about one game out of each. I can only pick one.
No. It's two. Pick two against. It's 2 against 2.
Oh, Last of Us, easy. I ain't even had to think about that.
Yep.
One of them games on God of War started doing a lot of heavy lifting. I ain't gonna say which
you're
one.
full of shit. We argue about this all the time. See, I believe that 2018 and Ragnarok as a whole are better games. Right?
No.
I don't agree with that.
Because I think you think 2018 is doing the heavy lifting.
Bro.
Right? But I think Part 2 is doing the heavy lifting for Last of Us.
Bro, literally God of War 2018 and Ragnarok are the way they are is because of The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2. them games directly heavily influenced God of War 2018. Yeah, and they did it better.
Cool, but I think, I just think, like, to me, it's Last of Us Part 2 is just the really good game. Y'all know how I feel about Last of Us Part 1. I've made that clear. I think it's cool, but it's not what y'all make it. I think Last of Us Part 2 is what's doing the heavy lifting and carrying, right? So, but I think 2018 and Ragnarok are both carrying equally.
Now, if you ask what was a better series overall, God of War or The Last of Us, I'm saying God of War. But them two games versus them two games, give me Last of Us, bro. Easily.
Especially when the first part came out.
Yeah, absolutely,
It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good question, though. Cobb Sanity. Alex got those John Stockton shorts on. Freak ass
Facts.
boy.
Get no assistant, no motherfuckers neither.
I think he got me last week with this name, Phil McCrevis. Yeah, he got me.
Yo, come on, BG.
Phil McCrevis. Thoughts on Eric Shawn being fired from Sony? Heard he helped the company rise up from softer times. Eric Shawn. I don't even know who that is.
From softer times?
Hold on, did you say erection?
Yeah.
Oh.
Softer times.
Yo. Eric Shawn. Bro. Why I'm over here Google. I literally typed in Eric Shawn PlayStation.
I just thought about, because I name didn't ring no bell. I'm like, erection.
Bro, I'm like, who is Eric? I'm like, Eric Shawn. Who's that?
That's crazy.
Bro, I'm literally Googling Eric Shawn on.
That's a good one.
No, that's a good one.
Oh, that's
Bruh.
what's up.
I had to think about it. I'm like, I ain't never heard that name. Then I started listening. I'm like, hold on. Oh, they got him again.
I'm like, this must be like one of the niggas on PlayStation from back in the day. Nah, you got me. You got me, dog. You got me. That's cool. That's cool. Rise up from softer times. Okay, I get it. You freak ass bitch. RDJ, does BG believe the talent that made up the Arkham games, that made the Arkham games great, are still at the studio? No, question. I don't believe all of them are still at the studio, but I believe talent is transferable. That's what I believe.
BG don't believe, bro. BG do not believe that talent matters, bro.
I do. I believe talent is transferable, just like energy. That's
really
all.
So you think Luka Doncic getting traded to the Lakers, right? You think the Mavs are gonna have a great chance to make it to the finals again this year, or talent transferable?
I think that's different, because I believe when they at these studios, they're getting mentored, they're getting taught, they're learning things. Luka could leave the Mavericks. He don't have nobody under him that he was teaching him all the trade secrets. Is it?
The coaching staff didn't leave. They still there to tutor and help the players.
I believe that Rocksteady, the old guard at Rocksteady, the new guard will learn, or they'll bring people in who know how to do what the old guard did. That's just what I believe.
You know what? I can't even say BG capping, because your actions have shown that you don't give a fuck about.
I just believe there are many ways to replace the old talent you lost. The new talent will learn it, or you hire new people.
Yeah, we know, Jazz.
Yeah, listen, I know what you talk about, Jack. But yeah, I stand by that. My actions show that I believe that. Listen, if you get rid of somebody, you can find somebody else that fills that gap.
Chad, if y'all don't see me next week in Wonton in here, man, y'all know what happened, y'all. I love y'all boys, man.
So I just have to get really bad braids, and then I'm cool.
Wow. Oh, this shit is crazy. Everybody throwing shots in this motherfucker. This shit is.
And what I could be doing is, because I've seen many studios, right? I've seen many studios over the decades stay consistently good. I mean, not say many. There are several studios that stay consistently good. They don't have the same staff from 5, 10, 15 years ago, because they hired the right new people, and then the skills and the talent were taught to the other people. So that's what I believe can happen.
I was just having this conversation with Blaze last night on his podcast. Take God of War, for example. Every game, I feel like the 3 best God of War games, they were all written by Cory Barlog, primarily written by him. Of course, you have co-writers and shit like that, but every game he didn't write, it's worse. It's just a worse game. I can't agree with that.
It's worse to you, but on paper, they're all highly rated. Oh, he's on the phone. Okay. Jack's a fat whore. All right, let's see. Let's see, where was I?
So he did
RDJ.
Which ones did Barlog do?
He did two 2018.
Chains of Olympus?
No, he did Ghost of Sparta. He wrote Ghost of Sparta, he wrote 2, and he wrote 2018. So he wrote the outline for 3, he didn't write 3. He didn't write Ragnarok, and he ain't write none of the other ones.
Oh,
and if you look,
the best list.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at God of War games from a narrative and game, well, not all the way gameplay, but like from a narrative standpoint, the 3 best games is 2, Ghost of Sparta, in 2018. I truly think that.
But you know, Jack, I'm a gameplay guy first, so. You know.
Oh, here you go. Here you go, chat. Now you're a gameplay.
I am a gameplay guy, and that doesn't mean, because every time I say that, y'all always run and be like, "Oh, BG doesn't care about story." I care about story. I love writing and narrative, but it's just second.
You bring up a good point though, BG. I got this question for the chat too. When did, or is it never been this way? And I'm just thinking it was this way. When did we stop? Like with a narrative-based game, right? I consider a narrative-based game shit like Spider-Man, God of War, Days Gone, Horizon, all these PlayStation games primarily. When did we not take? I feel like the narrative should weigh heavily in how we feel about these games. I truly do, and that's why I don't like a lot of newer games. But I feel like I don't know if it's just BG, but some people, they just don't put no value in the story of these. Like, are y'all just playing them for the action? Y'all just want the explosions? Y'all drooling while y'all play? Are y'all not comprehending? Like, why y'all don't like the narrative of these games, bro?
It's never been the most. It's never been the most important thing for me in games.
Shit.
It's never.
So how do you get through a game like Mafia?
I've only beaten Mafia 2. That's the thing. Because Mafia 2 is the one with the best gameplay out of all the Mafia games. I can't beat Mafia 1.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, it's and Mafia 2's gameplay for its time was serviceable. It wasn't great, but it was serviceable. Like, oh, I could get through this. But that's why I can't beat. I couldn't get through 3. I couldn't even get through the remake. So gameplay for me has always been the most important things outside of, like, unless you're playing like a Telltale game or a Quantic Dream game.
I'm putting story and gameplay, like, that shit down there neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
I need the story to really be on point. If the story really on point, I could deal with some slightly lower gameplay, to be honest. But if that story ain't right, I gotta care about the narrative, and it's gotta make sense to me. Like, if I don't care about the story, that's why I don't like Uncharted 3 like that. Horribly written game.
Y'all like Devil May Cry?
Yeah, I played Devil May Cry 1. It was okay. I tried to play the remake. I couldn't get into that one.
See, I think Uncharted 3 is the inferior game just because of the gameplay. Like, that's why I don't like it as much.
It had worse gameplay and writing. It had both. It was a shebang bang. Y'all don't fuck with Devil May Cry? Y'all Devil May Cry?
It's cool. I've beaten a few of them. I can't remember which one, but I don't really like it anymore.
It's a rumor they remake Devil May Cry 1. You seen that? You seen that, Ninja?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't need that. They can leave that where it is.
Oh, Mash,
you ain't fucking with it?
Shout out to Mash, gifted 10 memberships.
I'll play the original one. It still holds up for me.
Shout out to Mash. Appreciate that, man. But what was that game that came out during the PS3 360 gen where it was an id Software game, I think, and they roasted the game because of Rage.
Oh, yeah.
People killed that game for the story, and I'm like, yeah, the story's and the ending is just very abrupt. The story's trash. I'm like, the game was good, so they kind of killed it for. I'm like, it's still a good game.
I wouldn't even consider that a game, like a story based game. Actually,
it's not. But people killed it for the story, and I'm like, the game's good. The game's fun. It's like, so it's just, I say it all the time. A story cannot ruin a amazing game for me.
Oh, I disagree.
It can't. Not for me. It can't.
Heavily.
it can make the game worse, but it can't ruin it for me. Like it can't turn a game with amazing gameplay into a bad game for me. It's just an amazing game with a bad story. That's how it works for me. So
it really depends on how serious the story is supposed to be taken as well. Like if you got a game like Days Gone, like it's a story-based narrative game, but that story ain't got to be crazy, right? I'm not looking for no fucking Oscar-worthy fucking performances. You know, at the end of the day, you still killing fucking zombies. Like
yeah, because it's like
it's just depending on the game.
Yeah, man. It's because it's like I know people like to act like shit, like fucking John Wick. Like John Wick, people like it because the nigga shooting up niggas for I know, but the nigga is shooting up people for like 2 hours, right? And it's literally just a shoot 'em up movie for 2 hours. But there's some people that like to act like it's not a bad story, but like it's not there for this. Nobody's there for the fucking story. So it's like it's the same thing for me. It's like John Wick's story. Let's say it was trash. Still fucking entertaining as shit. Like I don't give a fuck what he's shooting these motherfuckers for anymore. How
many people going into John Wick looking for a great script though? Like you going in knowing what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if the fact that it has a terrible story, if you think it does, like I don't think the story's terrible. I think like the story is it gives him it's more of a plot than a story with some story elements, but it can't ruin it for me. It can't ruin great entertainment for me, is how I feel. So
yeah, it's a simple story to get from point A to point B, but the road to A to point B is very entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Like, listen, I'm here for a good time. All right. If you need, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say another thing people don't be realizing about these games. A lot of these devs be bookmarking these games too, bro. What I mean by that, or book ending, I should say. A lot of these games, like Jazzy just said, the beginning be fire, the end might be fire, but then the entire middle of the game be straight bullshit. I don't know if y'all be realizing that about a lot of these like quote unquote story based games, bro. Be a lot of fuckery, or they have set pieces at the beginning, set pieces at the end. Middle of the game, don't nothing be going on for it. It's like, bro, what the fuck? I got finesse.
Just say Spider-Man 2, Jack.
I wasn't even necessarily thinking about Spider-Man. It's fun. I wasn't even talking about that game. That's funny you mentioned that though. Hey, if the shoe fit what that man say, if the shoe fit what now? Okay. That's
don't
if
put it on.
If the shoe fit, wear it.
I'm Chris the Don One Gaming says when BG say we on to you, Alex, watch out. Why y'all always think I'm gonna fire somebody or some shit? Or I'm not that guy, bro.
Why that's the first time? Why that's the first thing your mind went to, brother?
I don't know. That's just like the reputation I feel like I'm getting around here.
Interesting.
What's funny is like I talked to my wife about like a recent Discord situation. That I was in Kofi's Discord the other night talking about some shit, and my wife was like, I was right next to my wife, right? And after the discussion, I had a stance, and I was like, "What do you think? Do you think I'm an asshole for that?" She was like, "Absolutely." Like my wife thinks I'm an absolute, like the way I interact with a lot of people on here and how I handle shit. She thinks I'm an absolute asshole.
At least she know you. Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, I don't really. Let me be very clear though. She was, if I'm gonna keep it real with you, she was all on board with Buddy being gone though. She was an extreme advocate of that.
Man,
she was all on board with that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. More lore. I'm just adding to the lore. I'm adding to the sauce. But other shit, she keep it real. She's like, nah, you're an asshole the way you handle that. So it's not only y'all that think I'm an asshole, with how I conduct myself on YouTube when it comes to some things. My wife thinks I'm an asshole too. So,
hey man,
great person in real life though. Meet me in real life. We can have a conversation. A lot of people want to have conversations with me.
I met BG in real life. I don't like you anymore. I still think you're a piece of shit. What happened? Damn, my mic fucking up. Nah, BG, yeah, great guy.
Yeah,
awesome guy. Yep.
All right, where was I? Let's see. The Kid Shouldn't Rocksteady take a crack at a Superman game? Also, BG, I noticed that since he who shall not be named left, you haven't done the podcast on edibles. Is that just a coincidence? So to answer your first question, I don't think Rocksteady needs to do anything. They don't need to take no chances right now. When your last game flopped, you need to go do something safe. And I don't know if there's anything riskier than a Superman game that nobody's able to figure out how to make it good since Superman 64, which was trash. So I don't think they should take that risk.
Ninja Turtles. That's what they should be making. Let's talk about it.
Wouldn't be mad at that. I haven't done the podcast on edibles since just because. So I mean,
go and clean it up. Go and clean it up.
No, it's like right now. Like I'm possibly looking for to move on from my my job right now. And most companies don't actually drug test anymore. Most of them don't. And most of them, even if they do, and they find like shit in your system, like weed in your system, they don't care about that. They most of them don't care about that shit no more.
Ain't them shit's legal in ain't weed legal in most states?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they probably like if they find some, I don't know, if you've been doing some meth or coke or fent or some shit like that, that's where what they care about at this point. But weed, they don't. But I just don't take the chance when I'm on the
job.
You say you're a meth head. What you say?
I said no. I said a lot of meth heads got jobs though.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I thought you said something else. I was about to say, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I just don't. I'm just not taking the chance right now. While I'm on the job market. That's all. Oh, but once that over, I'm popping them things back.
Pause.
Wow.
You always got to make it gay, bro.
Well, you tried to read the back of your situation down. Your trousers. I don't know, BG.
Monroe, WB needs other superhero games besides Batman. I mean,
Ninja
I agree.
Turtles, man. I'm telling y'all.
I agree.
We need a Captain Carrot game.
Who?
A Captain who?
Surgeon. Captain Carrot.
Why does sound low key familiar? That's some freak shit, ain't it? Captain Carrot.
Rich from the 401. What more does Sony have to gain from making exclusive deals at this point? Xbox isn't a threat at all anymore. To keep it off PC, maybe it's pointless. Yeah, they don't have much incentive. They don't have much incentive. I don't think that's why they're not. They're. I think they just fucked up. I don't think like they're like, oh, we're not doing the same thing we did last gen because we're just lax about it. I think they legitimately just fucked up with a lot of their canceled games, and now they're behind.
They have to have. I mean, even though I agree they not probably necessarily looking at Xbox, I think they still do need something like. You still want to be able to say you can only play this as far as console on PlayStation. Like I'll still put weight into that. They can't necessarily do it from a first party standpoint right now, as we can see, but I think they could still bolster them deals and have them bragging rights.
Yeah. The only thing is I don't think they're stressed over the fact that they fucked up so bad. Like imagine a situation where Xbox was still in the console war and still trying to like beat PlayStation with exclusive and all that shit. Bro. This would have been terrible for them to like be fucking up. But the fact that they don't have like that competition anymore, like, we fucked up. It ain't that bad. Could be worse.
Bro, they definitely don't. They don't give a fuck no more. But bro, if you like I was saying the other day, if you want a high fidelity gaming experience on a home console. You ain't got nothing but one fucking show. Who the fuck finna buy Xbox right now? Respectfully, Smooth. Niggas is buying PlayStation, bro. It is what it is.
They are. Oh, damn, man.
What the fuck you do? What?
It's yeah. I mean, it's like
what the fuck?
It's like when you. It's the Premier brand versus the Great Value brand. That's how it's looked at. Like, okay, you go into the store, PlayStation. Let's say Nintendo's not in the picture. PlayStation versus Xbox. PlayStation is just that's the known brand.
It's like Fruit Loops versus fucking Fruit Rings.
Exactly.
Not buying.
Great. Those shit that come in the bag and not the actual
bag cereal, nigga.
That's bag cereal versus regular Fruit Loops. It's
much.
you could argue it's technically like the same shit, but hey, we know that people know that brand more. Nobody want bag cereal.
Pretty much.
That sucks, man, because I think Xbox is very formidable.
Yeah, Multo Meal. Cooper said it.
They
Multo Meal.
could have been, especially now since they actually got games coming out.
They got a bunch of it's telling you that liberal energy, man.
They threw in the flag too smooth. I mean, too quick. So they threw in the flag.
Yo,
way too soon, man. That shit hurt.
That Multo Meal got it done though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It got it done sometimes. Don't sleep on it.
I mean, you ain't always got the, you know what I mean? You ain't always got the main brand money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All
Hey, I
right.
told you they should have sold to Apple a long time ago. Apple would have made things right.
You're thinking about exclusive, nigga. You wouldn't have been there to play them games. No fucking where else, nigga. Straight on. Hey, you want exclusive, sign a deal with Apple, nigga. They go, shit.
Nickwood Snake, the true antagonist. BG, you play God of War on the hardest difficulty. Those enemies don't respond to hits either. I disagree.
Depending on shit.
certain blows, they absolutely react to it. They react to being parried. They react to like grab moves. There's a lot of moves that cause like stun and reaction. There's a lot of those.
It's funny, bro. I beat Gimme God of War in 2018. I replayed on the easier difficulty. My mind was blown when I froze an enemy. I'm like, damn, you can freeze enemies on this game? I legit did not know that, bro. I'm like, when the fuck could you freeze niggas? Like, I was doing it the same moves on them niggas was not getting frozen. Every once in a while, I think I did it, but I was like, damn.
You had to build up. You had to build it up. Yeah. No, like the basic moves in God of War, sure. Like enemies just attack through those, but all the other upgraded skill tree moves.
They absorbing a lot of that damage on them harder difficulties, though.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit it's not feasible, bro.
Yeah.
When you see them crazy combo videos, do that shit on Gimme God of War if you want to. Your ass gonna be Atreus. Yeah, gonna be on the ground putting that damn thing in your chest, nigga.
Yeah, it's not every move that causes like stun that they react to, but it's a good amount. So that'd be my thing. Nick with Snake also said this Avowed discussion is the same thing fans were saying about Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, we talked about that. Alcoholic Gamer, cherry vodka plus orange Gatorade. Enjoy drinks on me. Thank you, sir. Izzy Packin said Jazzy doesn't talk about.
Yo, what?
Fucking
nigga, what? What the fuck, BG?
Yo, what the? Yo, I thought his name was really Izzy, bro.
What the name is?
Bro, they keep getting me, dog.
Nah, that one crazy. That one's fucking crazy. You
Anyway,
kept reading like it wasn't nothing wrong, too. That's crazy.
Didn't hit me at first.
I bet it didn't, but is he? Never mind. Anyway.
Oh, man.
I don't know how it did, nigga.
Y'all some freaks, bro.
What was the name, BG? Izzy Packin'. You tripping, dog. We got guests in this motherfucker. This is crazy.
He said, Jazzy doesn't talk. Please boot him, BG. Free Dark Cloud. Pony up, AG. Now you are bugging. You crashing out. You can't say free Dark Cloud, nigga. Are you crazy? You can't say that.
Oh, leave that man in jail, please.
You can't say that.
Fuck? Oh yeah, that's a full-fledged crash out right there. God damn.
Listen, maybe you can get away with that if like maybe one of your friends or family members murdered somebody. Like even I think that's crazy. That people be doing it.
God,
you can't say free him for what he did, bro. That's not
crazy.
That ain't kosher. Rich from the 401. JRPG side quests be trash though. Worst part about them. I may give you that. Western RPGs
depending on
Western RPG side quests seem to be more fleshed out and better just designed. That's something I probably would give you.
It's like somebody ain't played Persona, Jazz. You hear this shit, bro? He ain't played it. Clearly.
I mean, some JRPGs, they do have a lot of like tedious
fetch
to
quests,
them, or some of them are just outright, fetch quests. So it's like it's very boring and not as interesting, engaging as some other quests are. Some are, but some don't.
Yeah. Captain Kell, remember when BG said he doesn't take showers if it's under 80 degrees outside? I'd never said that.
Yo, what?
Yo, y'all gonna stop making up these narratives about me. His room smells like New Delhi or Delhi. Ain't that in India?
Yeah, that's some. Hey, so you hear that shit?
I never said that, bro. Y'all are making that up.
What the fuck?
I take showers
That's
every
crazy.
single day. Every single day.
You remember stinking like that, BG? That's crazy, bro.
Monroe said, financially, Dead Space was never successful. Each game didn't meet expectations for EA. Gamers just thought it was more popular than it actually was.
Damn.
Guess so. Yeah. Papa John's. Remember when Shu turned down that God of War project before 2018? Oh yeah. Revealed, I still wanted to see what it was, because now current God of War trash compared to the OGs. Well, he turned down something that was not God of War, and then that led to them making God of War 2018.
Well, they had a sci-fi game get canceled, sending
Yeah.
Sony Santa Monica.
Yeah, so he
approved.
Yeah, he approved of God of War 2018, the non-God of War project before that.
He played it and didn't like it and told him they had to go back and work on it.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Five Night at DC's. Oh, y'all niggas is tripping. Yo, y'all tripping.
These names is crazy.
Y'all bugging out, bro. Jack Move been
home like Diddy.
Jack Move been looking scrumptious lately. No Gallagher.
Yo, I mean, if y'all want your username, brother, I'd say thank you. But I don't know if I told you.
No Gallagher.
That's Bond.
Bond last name is Gallagher.
That's Bond, yeah. That's crazy.
Gallagher?
Gallagher. I don't even know how y'all know his last name.
Yeah, Gallagher. Yeah, that's his last name.
Maybe he's gonna dox him like that.
They apparently already knew.
He said his own last name before.
Risk it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. He said skills are transferable, not talent. True, but yeah, you could because they say talent is natural. Talent is like something you just naturally possess, kind of, and you can work on your natural talent. Skills are something that's learned and transferable. I get what you're saying. GT Bot though, BG, who out of the people you play with in Rivals is holding you back from ranking up, and why is it Visions?
Great question.
Oh man, I wouldn't say Visions holds me back, but sometimes he definitely throws and doesn't take the game serious. I've been in and out of Grandmaster 6 times now, and but Marvel Rivals, and there's Reddit threads about this. Marvel Rivals just has really bad matchmaking where like you could take like a team like 6 versus 6 and everybody's the same rank, but the skill gap is still huge somehow, right? It's like there's a bottom of the barrel trash bag Diamond 1 player, and there's like a god level Diamond 1 player. So you'll get a whole bunch of like god level Diamond 1 players on one team, and then a whole bunch of trash bag Diamond 1 players on the other team. So it's like this, just because you're the same rank doesn't mean you're on the same level. And the match,
but wouldn't you say that's the same thing for like every multiplayer game that has that rank? That's a possibility to happen.
Yeah, maybe, but I've never felt it like this, like in other multiplayer games I've played. Like I felt like differences, right? When you play it in other multiplayer games, but not like this. The gap feels so just large. Pause. The gap just feels so large, and people talk about it. It's like because people like, people be confused. Like, bro, how did you even make it to this rank? You're so bad. We don't even understand how you got this far in life. It's like the games don't be close. Like you'll play other multiplayer games and you'll feel like, okay, like people are generally on the same level. You'll play Marvel's Rivals and everybody will be the same rank, and you'll feel like this person, you're shocked that this person is even able to like type in like get launched the game. They're so dumb. Like it's just very confusing how it fucking happens. It's just very fucking confusing and people because games be lopsided. It don't even be like a lot of the games in Marvel Rivals and most of them don't even be close. It's just completely lopsided where you either like destroy the other team or you're just getting mopped. You know, it's weird. It's weird, bro. So they got to fix the matchmaking. Let me see. But no, I don't blame Visions. That's my guy. Rufflemutt, can we sneak a webcam in jail? We need to see Dark Cloud. Okay, all right. It's time for you to go to bed.
What?
Don't
A
they
day
got,
in the life of. I see you.
in there because they be getting on social media and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up on like AGS soon or something like that, right?
That's crazy. Wait, but yeah, I know people hate skill-based matchmaking, but I would love to see that implemented in Rivals or at least I shouldn't lose the same amount of points. If I'm carrying my team, I shouldn't lose the same amount of points in my rank as somebody else who played terribly. Right? If I'm Strange and I have 30k damage and 40k blocks and 40k damage block, and I have a DPS on my team who goes 5 and 11, or a healer who does 15k heals, like I shouldn't lose the same amount of points as them because they're trash. You know, like that's how I feel, and that's how I feel. But anyway, let me check out some Patreon and see if we have Patreon questions so we can get the fuck out of here. Let's see. Knick-Knack. Anybody here excited for Bleach Rebirth of Souls next month? And for those that are, what are your guys' Metacritic predictions?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Y'all watch
I'm
anime?
waiting for that. Yeah.
No, sir.
Yo, why Jazzy?
High.
Why you just look at the screen like that? Like you think like he's like a peasant for watching Bleach or some shit. That's corny shit.
No, not at all. I meant the comment about that game. I'm not playing that. I'm good.
Okay. What you were
Feel
saying?
like, no, I didn't think like anybody on this panel would actually play it.
No. What you was saying, Ninja?
Oh, that game is probably gonna be a 6.5, 7. But I'm still gonna play it because I love this series.
Okay. Lone Goat said, "Love you guys. Something nice before February ends." Oh man, thank you, sir. Some love around here.
Salute.
Some love. Trivia question. Lone Goat said, "What is the first boss in Metroid Prime?"
Oh, I played the game too. Fuck.
Parasite Queen. Is that right?
That is correct.
I would have not have known the name. I only got to the 3rd level.
That is correct, Jazzy, you fucking dork. All right.
I mean, the only reason I remember it because I replayed Metroid Prime Remastered when it came out. That's all. So it got me fresh. Because like in that tank that you fight at the beginning of the level when you're invading the power ship and Samus actually has all her power-ups before she loses them, that's the first boss you fight. After you encounter Meta Ridley.
I damn near passed away playing that shit, Jazzy. That shit had me nauseous as fuck.
Okay.
God damn.
Knick-Knack, with Avowed releasing this week, let's see how well you guys know Obsidian. Obsidian Entertainment is best known for a developer of role-playing games since 2004, but surprisingly, they made other titles that aren't RPGs. Which of the games is their first non-RPG? Smooth, we're going to you as the Obsidian fan.
Okay.
What was their first non-RPG? Is it A, Pathfinder Adventures, B, Skyforge, C, Armored Warfare, or D, Grounded?
Oh shit! Damn, there was another game I was expecting to be on this list that's not on there. Could you repeat that one more time? Oh shit!
A, Pathfinder Adventures, B, Skyforge, C, Armored Warfare, or D, Grounded? I bet you Addict knows.
I want Addict in here. I bet his ass doesn't know. But I'm gonna go with
nigga want a life.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with this is a toss up. I'm gonna go with C.
I think it's D.
No, Ground is not D. It's not D. They had a game that's not on his list.
The answer for their first non-RPG game was Pathfinder Adventures. It was A.
Smooth. Come on, bro.
Well, maybe next time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. We're getting out of here. We will see y'all next week.
Did you want to talk about the last news?
What was that?
It was about, I just said in the DMs, it was about the PS5 Pro sales.
That it's selling slightly lesser
than the PS4 Pro.
Wait a minute. When it came out, they were bragging about how it was being ahead of the PS4 Pro. Now it's slightly behind.
It's like $300 more.
Launch, but it's like slowing down.
Yeah, it's like $300 more.
Because it's the most unnecessary console.
I personally don't think that's news, but
you sure? It's about sales, and we talk about sales for consoles and stuff like that a lot.
Sometimes I talk more about software sales and console sales, but I just don't think that how much is it? $700?
Yeah, which one's the biggest scam? The 50 series or the PS5 Pro?
I don't know. They saying the 50 series is they were saying some wild shit like there's that the power cables are literally melting and the performance that they're getting is like actually 5% slower, and I don't know, some wild shit. I don't know.
The 5070s shouldn't even exist.
Yikes.
Yeah. But no, it's not. J God, I'm gonna have the Discord roast your ass. That's not true at all. I just don't. It's not that is new. I just don't think it's news. I don't care if it's good or bad. I just don't think that's news.
What my boy J got say? What my boy J got say?
He claimed that I don't like bad PlayStation news. I talk about bad PlayStation news on here all the time. I've literally brought up for the last 4 years. What I've mainly talked about on here is bad PlayStation news, but I don't like it. That's not news to me that the PS5 Pro is selling less than the PS4 Pro. That's not news to me. It's the same way that the PS5 outselling the Xbox is not news to me. That's why I never talk about it. It's like, yeah. All right, next week I'm gonna come in here and talk about that it was cold in Alaska.
Wow.
Let's do that.
And water was wet.
Yeah. But
you got any thoughts, good brother Jack?
No, man, I heard it's just a great console. Best thing since sliced bread. I hope they enjoying it, Jazzy. That's all.
Right.
I heard somebody on this panel bought a PS5 Pro for let me stop playing. Let me not say that one.
Yeah.
Have you turned on your PS5 Pro
you
yet,
say
BG?
Plucky Squire, and I'm gonna invite fucking Blandrew in here just to kick him out.
Shit.
I'm on Blandrew ass.
No comment.
Yeah. Listen. Yes, I'm very happy with my PS5 Pro. It is absolutely worth the purchase. And
Did you last game you played on it?
Hey, don't ask me no
Has
questions,
he played
brother.
anything up?
I have.
Don't
ask me no questions though. Have I played games on it? Yes. Have I played games this year on it? No, because I haven't played no games at all this year.
2 months ago.
Nothing. No games have come out this year at all that I want. So no, I haven't played no games on it this year.
Wait, hold on. Nothing came out in November.
That's not true.
That's when it came out.
Yeah. No games came out this year that I've wanted yet. So I'm still waiting for the games that I want to come out at all.
What did you play on it?
Games that came out last year towards the end of the year. Played some games.
So it's been collecting dust bunnies for 5 months.
No, I used it in November, and since then there hasn't been any game I've wanted since November. Don't worry about it, Jazzy.
November?
Don't worry about it, Jazzy. I played games on it in November. Yeah. You're not gonna trap me. Yeah.
Hey, Jazz, I enjoyed your time on Weapon Wheel, man. You had a good run.
Yeah. Don't ask me no fucking questions, nigga.
You had a good run, dog.
Yeah, it's over for this nigga. Get him out of here. Hey, yo, Jazzy, check your DMs after this.
Oh, you about to get that email,
Yeah.
brother.
On a day
Fuck
off.
out of here.
Probably not.
Fuck out of here.
Strap in, my guy. Yes, sir.
No, but I've mainly played on it is just a bunch of it was either multiplats, some multiplats that are already out, and like one multiplat that came out in November. I have to like check what it is. But since then, I'm just waiting for games that some new games that I actually want. No, I don't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was.
You can say you didn't play anything on it for 5 months. It's cool.
No, but that's not true.
I'm
I'm not. I'm waiting for games at all. There hasn't been not one game that has come out since that time that I wanted. So I'm still waiting.
Dragon Age, Veilguard. It was a PS5 Pro enhanced.
I already had that purchased and pre-ordered on PC. Jazzy, don't start your shit. All right, nigga. I'll get you on the first thing spoken out of here, nigga. Stop playing with me, okay?
Not my boy Jazzy.
Get you on the first thing spoken out of here, nigga. Give that nigga an eviction notice, okay? Ask that other man. Ask about me. No, I'm playing. That's not me. That's not me.
Years of service.
That's not me.
Jack,
I'm joking.
Jack, if I told you I bought the Switch 2 and I played no games on it for 5 months, would you look at me? I was crazy.
I would not. I would say you waiting for a quality game to come out.
I say, why'd you buy it, brother? I'd ask you that. Yeah.
I would say you're waiting for a quality game to come out, and sometimes that's the way the industry works.
Indeed.
Hey, but I was joking. I'm not that guy. You know, I just like to make jokes in, light of situations. But that's not really my personality. I really got me out here like I'm just thirsty to kick a nigga out because they disagree with me or something like that.
I've never seen BG crack a joke before. Where did this new comedian BG come from? What's this new?
Anyway.
Never know you be a joking guy. That's crazy.
Anyway, chat has been real. We'll catch y'all next week, I guess. I'm out. Peace.
Oh man, the mic can finally lay down, bro.
Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hell. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, Blandrew, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.